everybody, and welcome to the final episode of Blades in the Dark, Thicker Than Water, our mini-series for the Portent Kast. I am Star, and I am your Blade Keeper for the 6th and final episode. I've said final 3 times now of this mini-series, which I've also said twice. Let's get into some introductions, starting with Kristen.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I play Asmus, and he is a slide, which means he is a subtle manipulator and a spy.
A slut?
And a slut.
That's what I heard.
I was gonna say slide again, but then I was like, no. But yes, he is also a slut. In the best way.
We don't slut shame in this house.
No. Exactly.
I'm Helen, and I play Kikimora, aka Kiki. I'm a Lurks, which means I'm a sneaky bitch. Hi, I'm Ezra. I play Adonis, who is a whisperer, so he has like a connection to like the arcane and supernatural and things like that.
Hi, I'm Lindsay, and I play Rufus, the mole guy. He's a leech, and which means that he's a tinkerer and such. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Carolee, and I play Indy, who's a hound, and she's the shooty bitch.
Yeah! Now, without further ado, for the final time, it's time to Blades! Welcome again. I'm gonna say the word final more times to the final episode of Thicker Than Water. Previously, our gang went on the Golden Crow, a luxury train ride with an unluxurious plan to murder Chauncey Cardera and get information on Darius. I know his name, and don't act like I don't. When they confronted Chauncey, or tried to at least, though, he was brutally murdered and pushed out a moving window into the Deathlands, though he was caught by some Deathland scavengers who had snuck aboard the train. The gang worked together to uncover who had caused this murder, and Adonis, who was called Jeffrey, was spotted by 2 people who recognized him, who learned to be his parents. His mother was ecstatic to see him, though his father was kind of a little bitch about it, and they ended with a dramatic fight on top of the train where John Smith was squashed immediately by a much bigger, much scarier monster. The gang fought back valiantly and now arrive in the Imperial City with information on Zarius. Once departing the train, though, Indy made a look off to the side and saw someone she never expected to see again, mostly because she thought he was dead, even though everyone told her that he just went missing. It was Edwin Blackmore. And we're gonna cut right there to where you guys are coming off the train all together. Asmus still in the gown that you were disguised in earlier.
Still in the 90s.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I was just thinking about it too. I was like, did he ever get changed?
Oh, Asmus hid in a drawer for the rest of the day.
So, if we're getting off and she sees Edwin, she's still dressed as Calinthy Woodall, of course, but she's gonna walk up to him. And I would say call him, I haven't come up with a nickname for him. Like something stupid cute that Violet would have called him, so he kind of gets it. Like Smoochums or something. Like some very specific, like not, we'll just call him Eddie Bobetti.
Okay. So what do you go up to him and say?
So, she walks up just very calmly and it's like, "Oh my god, Eddie Bobetti, it's been such a long time."
He looks over at you. You're disguised pretty well right now, right?
Yeah, but she's giving him a look. Like her like voice says one thing, but her expression is
Got it. Let me
like knowing.
give me a fortune roll to see how smart this guy is.
Well, and that's the idea, is that she's calling him something only
You. Yeah.
her sister would have called him.
He looks like he's been waiting. When you spotted him, he was looking at you guys. But it looks like he was looking at people coming off the train, keeping an eye out for anybody. But he looks kind of disappointed that the person he's looking for doesn't come off. But when you go over to say that, he gives a little shocked look and goes in and goes, Violet?
I mean, close.
There you go.
I thought you were dead. You're not dead.
I thought you were dead.
I would have bet. Oh,
Didn't
well,
you go
I would have
missing?
bet. Didn't you went missing?
You went missing.
I would have bet at least 5 coin that you were dead, and I think I may have to my friend.
Oh. You can pretend to be dead if you want to still win that money.
I mean, I'm good because you're. And boy, do I have questions.
Me too. Is your sister with you by any chance? And with a tall, brown-haired man by any chance?
No.
What
Is she supposed to be?
I was just kind of expecting it.
Does that have anything to do with Winsley?
You see his eyes go wide for a second. He's like, Winsley! Oh,
There's the questions that I was going to ask.
You guys start to notice that she's talking to this guy. He is very pale. He's got black hair that's kind of like long down by his shoulders. He's wearing like a long black coat and like a white cravat situation. He's very well dressed. You guys notice this conversation happening too. So what questions do you have?
Are you possessed, dude?
What?
Are you possessed?
No.
But you should be, right?
Yeah, actually. How'd you know that?
Again, the questions that I would have asked you, but we're kind of sort of limited for time here, and I'm trying to be brief.
Okay. Well, the next train doesn't leave back to Grimlock for like another day. Are you staying here?
That depends.
Huh?
On the outcome of the thing that we are kind of pressed about.
What are you pressed about?
Your good old daddy.
Yeah, okay. He turns around and starts to like walk away, and then he checks to see if you're following him.
I'm not.
Okay, he holds his hand out to like pull you with him. He's like, I'm
Wait, no. I got friends.
Oh, that's awesome. Bring your friends.
Indie motions.
The distance you hear, oh my god, is that Edwin Blackmore? Coming from the tree.
Oh god, no.
He goes, no, I've been spotted. And then he starts speed walking.
She yells, no, it's not. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't.
Resist
No,
the consequences, Edwin.
Keep walking, and nope, just come.
Rufus just starts following.
Yep. Yeah.
You guys follow him eventually to as he leads you through the city. It's huge and very clean and pristine. There's white marble stone that leads through, bright lights. I said before, it's very similar as if there had always been daylight. You can't even see where the lightning towers are because the lights kind of blind them out. You end up following him to a cafe called a cup of coffee. And he just takes you in and he's like, okay, I need espresso. Just sit down. And he pulls you into this place. It's very cozy, big couches, chairs, bookshelves.
Indy, order something. It's been a long day.
It's true. You guys were on top of a train. That was the day before, actually, I think. Wait.
Oh, we slept?
You slept.
I did. Oh. After Adonis's dad. I don't think we did after Adonis's dad was asleep.
We did, because we never got to the second day on the train, and it was a 2-day trip.
Oh, through the second day, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We just slept. All cool, like.
It was a weird situation. Asmus stayed in the drawer.
Yes.
No one told him that we found who actually did it.
Yeah.
So then by the end of the trip, they're like, "Where's Asmus?" Oh shit!
You guys actually got off the
100%.
train, realized you forgot him, and had to go back and get him to let him know. Edwin sits down and has like 4 different shots of espresso that he puts in his coffee. And then like just tanks it really quick and is like, I should have drank that slower.
Yeah, considering your constitution.
You're gonna be jittery later.
Yeah.
No.
How the fuck did you do that?
I respect it.
Oh. This is. Should I say the name out loud? I don't know. Is this a situation where? Is this where if you say the name, it makes the thing appear? This is the person's son that we're looking for. Start. That we're looking for. With the possession granddaddy.
My name is Edwin Blackmore. Nice to meet you all.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just don't know. This is still public. I don't know how much we should.
You're fine. Jerry's cool, right, Jerry?
Okay. Jerry's cool, guys. So this is my crew.
Hi.
Yeah. That's Rufus. Just said hi.
Hi, Rufus.
Adonis is the hot himbo. Asmus is the tall, sexy one. And Kiki is the really cute one with the pretty skin.
Oh my god, thank you.
Okay, well, nice to meet you. Hot people.
So the end of the world?
Say what now?
Yeah.
Do you know what your dad's up to?
I haven't seen him in a while. He's... I don't know, man. He was hovering over me one day when I was asleep and muttering some weird stuff, and it freaked me out.
Like what? Do you remember?
Some ancient language shit. He thought I was asleep, but I was actually awake. So I kind of kicked him in the balls and jumped out the window.
She's probably trying to
Valid.
get through. Probably.
I did a little bit more research on it, but honestly, I just wanted to get out of that situation. But I knew leaving Violet behind that would try to do something, so my friend Winsley was kind of helping me out there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know my friend Winsley?
Oh, you're friends with Winsley?
Yes.
Yes. We used to be friends because his mom was friends with my mom.
Used to be.
Yeah, my mom's dead.
Oh shit.
Well, that's true. I mean, she is. Yeah. I would imagine this is very much like what conversations were like between them.
Yeah,
It's
very
just
much.
like kind of uncomfortable and they don't know how to talk to each other and just kind of say words.
Uh-huh.
So So I don't know. I just saw you and I thought you may know more about.
Yeah, we're trying to find her dad, so
Yeah.
we can stop the end of the world, essentially.
He doing the demon thing still?
Yeah. He's still on the demon thing. Yeah. Well, technically, I guess it's not your dad. It's your grandfather.
And
Grandpappy, yeah. He always
Oh.
did seem a little crazy.
I mean, that whole statue of him in the square of the academy was kind of stupid. He's holding a harpoon upward. That is so dangerous. But
Yeah, simpleton mistake.
ultimate mistake. Well, I know of his thing with possessing his sons and the blue blood and the family thing, and then he was gonna possess me, and then I was gonna open a portal so that a demon could give him immortality.
It's always immortality, isn't it?
It's always immortality. That's so stupid. Why would you want to live forever?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Why not die
So-
young?
I can't.
Edwin
Yeah.
takes another shot of espresso and then grimaces again because he forgot how bad it was last time he just took one.
Yeah. Well, I honestly don't understand all of this ghosty, possession-y stuff. That's all Adonis and Asmus. They're the ghosty boys over there.
So how did
But-
you get roped into
And
this?
Kiki's the demon. Oh, no, she's not a demon. I didn't get to finish that there. She's she knows about demons and stuff. So, I shoot things, and I'm good at hiding.
She's quite good at doing the shooting things while she's hiding, which is
Mhm.
great for us.
Yeah.
You said crew earlier. You mean like a criminal kind of crew? Or like a study
Not-
group kind of crew?
I mean, the definition of criminal really just depends what side you're on.
Real loose.
Very loose.
You kill people?
Only some people.
Only people who, like, actively deserved it.
If the money's right,
Oh,
for me, I don't speak for them. Yeah.
So, can
Mhm.
you remove a possession?
Yes.
The money's right?
I don't know which way to point. I was like,
That is kind of my specialty.
yeah.
You can't
I'm
hear
a-
what he's saying, but you think he's thinking, "Oh wow, she's posing. She must really be good at it."
That is my specialty. I'm a sneaky bitch.
Who can remove possessions?
Yes.
Okay.
My dad was possessed too. And we got rid of that one.
He okay?
Yeah. He's fine.
I'm only just realizing that that's another kind of possession that you could have meant.
yeah, that's why I went like this when Carolee pointed.
I was thinking, like, rings or like
Oh.
possessions, not like
not possessions.
possessions.
Possession. Yes, the
Yeah.
demon kind, or in
Those
this
are-
case, the grandfather kind.
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
kind of good at that, but usually when I'm paired with him, and she points at Adonis.
Mm-hmm.
Point downward. Point downward.
Okay.
So yeah, physical possessions. So he's kind of, I don't know if he's grandfathered in to the possession. I don't know if that's the right word for this.
Who?
Lysander.
Oh, oh, okay. I thought you just happened to find somebody else that was also possessed.
No,
Um,
no. I would like to go
okay.
home, actually.
Oh, that's good news. Violet misses you.
Oh.
Yeah, I told her you were dead, but
She
I
didn't,
mean,
she's not like married to anyone else, right?
no, she's kind of doing her own
Not
thing.
yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll show up and be like, hey, it's me, I'm alive.
I think that would work.
Yeah.
She might hit you first.
Don't think she would. We made the deal to get married when we were like 14 years old. It was a pretty good
No,
deal.
but you disappeared, and then let her think you were dead, and then
You disappeared. Did she not think that you were dead?
no, actually.
Oh, you told her that would make sense. Well, I
See,
couldn't.
that makes me the better person.
I couldn't tell her.
Mm-hmm.
I had evil grandpappy looking down on her. You think I could tell her?
And she had both of our parents on her, and she didn't tell a soul.
How do you know that for sure?
Because my dad was really shocked when he saw me.
Yeah, that does sound right.
Yeah. Could have been the possession too, though.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what else I don't, like, they're the ghosty people. I don't know what we need to do but
I know because of how long he's been doing it. My grandfather is very powerful. I think it would take a lot to remove him from the body unless he was trying to possess something else at the time.
well, I did try to shoot him once, and I did shoot him, but he didn't die, so
Not my dad?
seems he's possessed and he killed our friend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, technically he had someone else kill our friend, but then she
It
got
was like right after
yeah.
she got thrown out of a window and impaled on a spike.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
transitive property, so
Yeah, exactly. Transitive property.
Okay, well that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, only people who deserve it. Even though he didn't die. Same
I tried.
principle.
Yeah. And we lost all the money, so the money wasn't even good, so.
Well, I'm going to go back to Grimlock. I think if you're able to do whatever you say you can do, he tries to possess me, then you can stop it, right? Okay,
Theoretically.
I appreciate the mild confidence going around this table.
Defense is better than no confidence.
We should probably go back to Grimlock too, because, you know, Chauncey's dead now. But we have his ghost, so we could potentially, like, try to talk to him. But, like, also, if his dad's in Grimlock, we should probably go back to, you know, do the whole don't destroy the world face-off kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, sitting at the end of the table, Adonis, your mom, takes a big sip of tea and is like, well, this does sound interesting.
Hi.
Wait, did we bring everyone on the train with us?
No, but your mom has been here the whole time.
No, I've been here the whole time.
That's a good, Sam Wright impression.
Thank you.
Hi, Mom.
Kiki has definitely been sitting right next to Adonis and actively keeping her hands to herself.
Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch.
Don't give her a reason to say anything. Don't give her a reason to say anything. Don't give her a reason to say anything.
It's almost as if she can read your mind when she looks over and goes,
Ooh.
ooh. That she's very actively looking at you both, and then occasionally looks at everyone else. Oh. You guys are in the Imperial City. You're going to do your downtime actions in the Imperial City. Set it back home. Anything that you can do in the city or on the train, we can have like one be in the city and then one on the train ride home, basically, if you guys like. And run down the list. So your normal locations are going to be kind of different for your things, but still. They'll do all of your regular things. If you're going to do any healing and you would like to add a die for the doctor, since your doctor is not here, you'd have to spend 1 coin to add a doctor. To add an extra die. I will let it, because you guys have some extra money. You can add 1 more die per coin that you spend. I think that would be appropriate, because you can get a high quality doctor.
Yeah.
We're going to start with Kristen. What are Asmus's 2 downtime activities?
How would we reduce heat here?
To reduce heat here, you could have a talk with some of the guards here and see if they could get word back to the guards back home. Rick?
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
All right, so roll what you would do to do that, which I think would be either consort or sway.
Definitely sway. That's a 4.
4, I believe. It's a 4. That is 2 heat down.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna take 2 heat off. You guys are down to 5 heat.
And
Yes.
how would I reduce heat on the train back? Because that's gonna be fun.
This is where you could talk to the people on the train that you lied and because Gregory told them that you weren't actually a part of the thing and that you had snuck on board. So you would try
Gregory? Is that his name?
And Gerald?
Gerald. God damn it! It starts with a G.
I
Jeffrey,
know. Gerald's like the
Gregory.
most confusing
Gerald.
name. I love it.
Gerald told people that you were suspicious. So just try to convince them you're not suspicious, basically.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sway again. That's the same thing. That's a 4.
All right, that's -2 more. You guys are down to 3 heat. Question: did you do this so that so we could roll the gambling hall?
Maybe.
I will wait to see if anyone else reduces heat before I roll for the gambling hall, but we will do it at the end.
Heck yeah.
All right.
That's me. I'm done.
Next up, we have Helen. What are Kiki's 2 downtime actions?
First, she would like to find a local library and see if she can do any ghost research outside of like what she would usually be able to find.
All right, wonderful.
Which would be doing it to relieve stress. So I would use insight and use or prowess or resolve or whatever, right?
Yes.
Like using my brain. That's a 5.
All right, that's 5 stress down.
Bitchin'. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then for her second action, she's going to try to heal. What I can kind of choose what I'm using to heal, right? Like,
Yes.
yeah. She's gonna pay the money to find a doctor.
Okay.
So let me get rid of a coin. And then could I say study as like she did the research to find a doctor who could specialize in helping her heal what she's healing?
I'll say yeah, that works.
Bitchin'. All right, so then 3 dice for me.
Well explained.
That's a 4.
All right, that is 2 points on your progress clock.
All right. And that's it for me.
Alrighty. Adonis, what are your 2 downtime activities?
Okay. I want to relieve stress, but I do not like have any idea on how he would do this. Is like the only way he relieves stress is in Grimlock.
You could collect some stuff from your mother. Bring home.
Yeah. Probably like try to get her to like write a letter that he can deliver it.
Sounds great.
And 4.
All right, that removes 4 stress. You should be down to 2 stress.
And for my second downtime action, fuck it. I'm gonna try to work on soul count.
Nice.
I don't really think that'd be useful, but like, then since it's related to like ghost stuff, can I tune for it?
It is related to ghost stuff. You can attune for it. Yes.
Okay.
Soul count, just for a reminder, is a ritual that Adonis is in the process of learning. Very similarly to how he can contact you guys all separately.
I got a 6 on that.
Yeah, you finished it. You've completed soul counts. You guys are kind of sitting on the train ride, and then all of a sudden, Adonis is just thinking really hard, meditating, and then his eyes just go blue for a minute. And you get a count of everyone on this train. That's where they are. Even the spirits in the spirit bottles. You notice 2 figures climbing on the outside of the train, and when you go to look, it's Glassy and Stabitha.
What the fuck are you doing out here? Okay, closes the window.
All I can think is, I'm a donkey on the edge! All right. You got your 2 downtime activities. Lindsay, what is Rufus up to?
Rufus is definitely going to a gambling hall of some sort.
Cool.
To relieve some stress.
Hell yeah. You find a gambling hall for chicken fights.
Perfect.
In the middle of it, it turns into chicken races. Let's go.
Go,
Are you rolling resolve for this?
Oh, yes.
One die.
Just kidding. I mean, technically they all rolled 3, so yeah.
Okay, that's fine. 3. You remove 3 of your stress, which I think keeps you at 4 now.
Yes. And then for the second downtime action, he wants to create, he wants to upgrade Timothy's speaking device to where it can pick up his thoughts instead of Timothy actually having to talk out loud for him to communicate with Rufus. And if you allow it, also add on earpieces to the other people of the crew. Not like Adonis's mom and everyone else, but just like
the core crew.
The core crew.
I would say this would have to be a long-term project that would be completed over a long time, but this is the final episode, and I like that idea. I say you can work on it. We're gonna roll for the quality of it.
Okay. And so for this one, I would do like tinkering, right? Specifically?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's a 4.
4, okay. You want it to where it can pick up your thoughts or Timothy's thoughts?
Timothy's thoughts. So whenever he's like recon,
okay,
and he hears, sees, says something, it doesn't give him away as not being a spider or where his position is and stuff.
That works out fine. For the earpieces, you're able, by the time the train gets back, you're able to put together for 1 more earpiece. So you can give it to one other member of the party.
I give it to Indy, of course.
I appreciate this.
Here's an earpiece for you. You can talk to me through it, but also you can hear Timothy's thoughts and talk to him too. No, you can just talk. You can just hear Timothy's thoughts.
You can talk to
Hi,
Timothy
small
too.
man.
It'll work like
Hey, with me and Timothy.
Yeah.
Timothy has been upgraded now so that he will not be heard. Timothy, you can just think what you're seeing, and that way you won't give up your spot.
you hear, don't think of Neca Gerald, don't think of Neca Gerald, don't think of Neca Gerald.
Oh, Timothy, stop it. Put it in your pants.
Oh, I have no pants.
Well, I'll make you those next.
Oh,
I
making
mean,
pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
I just pictured the remix in my head.
Timothy constantly has songs stuck in his head, and now that's your problem.
And dang, Rufus, you like we only have like less than a day, and you came up with these. Like, that's
Well, they
actually
were
pretty.
already in the making. Like, I had started on them when I like had put the thing into Timothy, but they just needed revamping. But I only had enough to like perfect one more. So this one.
Cool. Okay, cool. That'll work, especially if I'm far away.
Bet on me. All right, Indigo. What are your 2 downtime actions?
She's gonna heal, baby. And reduce stress because for stress first though, because that's more important. And then if that doesn't go well, she'll heal. Or if that goes well, she'll heal. So she wants to find the fanciest party in town and just wants to like just find some dude just from random and just like fuck with him, like
Okay.
not like literally, but like
No,
she
I got you.
yeah not literally fuck him, but she wants to con him
Okay.
and take something.
There
'Cause
is
rich people are so gullible.
people are gullible. This is a party for this is a bachelor party.
Cool. Oh, that's even better. I love that. Cool. Easy. She shows up as a stripper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. Because she's posing as a dancer. Can we call it prowl?
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, go ahead. But you know, you're reducing stress. This is your prowess. You have to roll your lowest attribute.
Oh, I have to roll it anyway, but I just roll the 1 dice. That's right. It's stress, not a check. Okay. I only rolled 1 dice. That's 4. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, you reduce 4 stress. You're down to 2.
That's so much better.
It's nice watching them go down.
It is so nice watching them go down and up. And then she wants to heal. She'll probably follow Kiki to wherever the doctor, you know, she'll go to the same doctor Kiki went to.
Okay, cool.
Look at my hands. They've been shocked and they're scarred.
Oh my god, you've got scarred and shocked hands.
I do. I need them for shooting guns.
Oh, well, you don't need to tell me that part. Doctor.
I don't need them for shooting guns.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you can add 1 coin. I'll say you got 2 coin that you got off of that bachelor party.
Oh yeah, she
you
did a good job.
You robbed them really well.
I guess. Sway.
I mean, you did tell them that you were using it to shoot guns, and then immediately told them not that you weren't doing that. So I will. That makes sense.
Okay, I'll take it.
Remember, you can add a die if you add a coin.
Oh, I will actually do that.
I'll tell you, because you're trying to roll the whole damn thing, you need to roll a critical to be able to completely heal yourself.
That's not a 6, that's a double 6,
It's
right?
a double 6, yeah.
Okay, I already failed that, but that's okay. So the highest is a 5.
5. Okay, that's 2 segments.
Okay.
But you got your hands wrapped up. All right. And when you were dancing as a stripper, in the distance, you could hear Timothy going, do 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 do.
I don't just have it on all the time. That would be so tiring.
It accidentally turned on, and he was just thinking about it. He came with you to make sure everything was okay. And he was like,
He just wanted to go to the strip club.
He wanted to see The Bachelors.
Yeah.
All right, you all arrive back in Grimlock after a 2-day train ride. The working boys who had to work last time don't have to work this time. You guys get to enjoy the train ride and have a nice... How many times can I say train ride is the question. You guys get to enjoy the ride and relaxation and luxury. You all eat big meals, what could be your final meal, and arrive back at the Gaddock rail station. Are you guys heading back to your hideout first?
Yes.
Rufus is gonna split off to go see the sisters first, to turn in their last thing and get the equipment. I've already forgotten who they are.
Okay. You head off to the Dimmer sisters in 6 hours to get what they had been building you. 2 mini ghost fields / shields. The sisters kind of open the door and you get 2 little brooches on them. One of them has like a decorative raven on it, and the other one has a decorative snake on it. And they tell you that if you push down the center, it will create a small field that can protect you. They won't last forever, but it will help you.
Thank you. Much appreciated. We'll try to save the world so that, it doesn't get destroyed.
Should we evacuate?
But you're safe in your home, right?
Not if the city blows up.
I mean, 50-50?
Okay, girls, to the basement! And they all run in. They're going to their doomsday prepper basement.
I have something I want to do if I can.
Yes.
Since we're prepping, I want to go talk to Remy and see if he can talk to Baz about being involved in this sort of situation.
Okay, yeah.
As allies, potential allies.
You go to talk to Remy. He tells you, do you cut off before you go to the hideout?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
It would depend if it was on the way or not. Like if the train comes in and it's closer to do one or the, you know what I'm saying?
I think the train is actually in the same area as the clinic. Let me double check that.
Oh, then
though.
she'd go there first, just because it would just be wherever's closest.
Yeah.
Efficiency.
Yeah, the rail station is in Night Market.
Okay, then she'll go to the hideout first.
Cool. You guys head to the hideout while Rufus goes off to get the things that you need. You know that he's also got a lot of stuff from the Leviathan Hunters. So you're feeling kind of, I wouldn't say confident, but kind of okay. As you guys are approaching the hideout, you guys see Vesna, a small little woman who you've seen handle a big gun once, and she's holding the smallest little dog you've ever seen. It's like, it's not a puppy, it's like a tiny little white dog that's got like gunk around its eyes like white dogs always do. She's like, oh my god! For reference. She turns around to see you, she's like, oh, you're back. How was the train ride, the situation?
Well,
Was the train
we
really-
didn't murder anyone, but someone did get murdered. The one that we were trying to ironically maybe murder, he got murdered, but not by us. And we all survived. Ta-da!
Oh, I'm so happy for you. Good job surviving. She's like, she makes a little dog wave at you and goes, good job, Sport. She's like, this is Sport. This dog has no spots on it. Like, good job, Sport. If you'd like, I'm sure you've got to, I head in and do whatever you work. Cassandra's just closing up now, and there's a huge sound in the distance. Small ticking. And the clinic explodes. Bricks fly everywhere. Out at you guys. I need people who want to avoid getting bricks thrown at them to roll to avoid getting bricks thrown at them.
Good question. Where did you say Cassandra was?
She was in the clinic.
Shit.
Quick question, what the fuck? It's my question.
Why?
Accurate.
Why? What did Cassandra ever do to you?
Looked at me funny.
The 5.
But her relationship with Varric is so good by the end of the 3rd game. Sorry.
Classic Dragon Age reference.
It's a 5.
Rufus, you're not there, so you're fine. 5. Asmus, what did you get? 5.
Wait, Rufus,
Is that counted the critical?
the fact that Rufus is not there is great because he rolled a 1.
Oh my god. Rufus gets
Everyone's
exploded.
okay. Rufus is-
Everyone else does okay, and then there's Rufus who just gets a brick in the face.
Yeah. Take level 1 harm brick face. You all hear the ticking noise slightly, and it alerts you, and Vesna turns back around, and I'll say, Kiki, you go and you reach out to pull her arm to pull her away, and the explosion hits her in the back. She falls down, gripping the puppy very tightly, so that nothing happens, and you all tumble to the ground. Vesna's back is bloodied and like charcoal, like when explosions happen in cartoons, I guess. And yes.
Important question. Does Kiki land either on top of or below Adonis?
I'll roll you a
It
fortune
is an
roll.
important question.
You actually get you fall over and your elbow gets stuck in like a what are those things called? The lids to the sewers?
Oh, like a sewer grate.
Manhole.
A manhole.
manhole.
You go over and your elbow actually pushes a manhole down and you're just like halfway in a manhole.
Not the manhole I thought I'd be in.
Oh!
I hate my laugh when something shocks me.
How fast I realized what I said. The words came
And
out
she
of
get
my mouth.
inspiration for that?
He already has it.
And
I think she should lose it for that, actually. Wow.
That was so good.
That was my in my brain.
We're all feeling a lot of emotions right now. Vesna kind of stand. You hear a coming from below Vesna, and she like lifts up the puppy. She's like, "Oh, it's okay." Her voice is very ripped. Like it's hard for her to talk as she's holding on to this dog. You guys are watching flames spark in the sky, and you hear the bell go off in the distance, meaning that someone has died.
Just once.
Once.
Okay.
Despite me doing it 3 times for dramatic effect, it was just once.
Okay.
Rufus, you're over at the Inn 6 towers, and as you're collecting the roaches, you turn around and you see the explosion in the distance. And you know the coordinates of the shop. And you're like 90% sure that's what it is.
He starts running for it then.
Rufus's little stubby legs carry him.
Yes, a stubby leg Rufus running. Speaking of puppies, where's Vesper?
Vesper's with you guys.
okay.
Wait, like exploded?
Vesper's not Vesper is standing next to you. He's like barking at the explosion.
Okay.
Now Corsica, she exploded. No, I'm kidding.
I thought our consent form said no harm to animals.
That's no harm to animal. That's why I made sure that she walked out with the puppy, so it was acknowledged that no puppies died.
Oh my god.
I know. I was saying it in response to the joke that Corsica died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Corsica did get hurt though.
Yeah.
She got
Uh,
kicked in
She's
the
still
face.
got- She's got dents in her little quills.
Corsica's
Yeah.
Corsica.
Corsica? Yes.
Corsola of the Pokemon. Corsica is healed now too. She's doing pretty good. She
Yay,
got a spa day on the ride back home.
Fuck yeah, she did.
You hear a distant like cry from inside where the building was. It's ghostly and faded, and you see almost a vision of a face that you know shoot out, and instead of going anywhere or waiting for the spirit wardens, it shoots off into the distance. You hear the bell go off again, which is not unusual for Grimlock. And you see another vision of a spirit shoots off from that area and starts heading over. A storm has formed over Whitecrown. But it's concentrated. It's not over the whole island. One area. Eventually, you hear doo, 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 and it's the stubby little legs of Rufus appearing next to you.
Is everyone okay?
We lost Cassandra.
Oh no.
Yeah. The dog's okay though.
Or
Vesper.
Well, and the list little one.
Who's that?
Spot.
Okay.
It's important that the dog is okay.
I mean, yeah.
oh,
But it just appeared, this dog. Okay.
Betsina
So-
stands up. I was taking care of it. Ugh. Oh, that's how she sounds like. I was taking care of it.
You're good, Vesper. You're good.
Yeah, I'll be good.
Okay.
Oh, Cassandra.
What happened here?
I tried to pull you out of the way. I'm sorry.
Okay, love. You did the best you could. I only wish we could have gotten Cassandra out of there first.
So what do we do now? To the gambling hall?
Yeah, we gotta make sure it's okay. We have to make sure it's okay.
I mean, we should also check on our secret passageways and maybe see if those are still standing.
Oh, good idea.
I
Is
mean,
the
it-
storm like over the academy? Can you tell from how far it is?
You think so?
Donis is just gonna book it.
Okay.
you know that Kiki's following him.
Right before you start running, when you're trying to decipher where the storm is, you hear something in the back of your head, and you recognize it as someone reaching out to you. Don't take any stress. Your eyes flash red for a second, and the others notice it. Someone is trying to reach out to you, but they cannot get to you.
Booking it. Not even as soon as he deciphers that it's from the academy. As soon as he sees that, he immediately puts two and two together and just books it as fast as he can to the academy.
Kiki calls after him, but is already chasing after him.
I need to look at a map.
You guys are currently in Night Market. If you look at the map of Grimlock,
Mm-hmm.
Whitecrown is at the top.
Yeah. So it would kind of be on. That's a really what kind of run is that?
Very long.
That's what I'm like.
There, he is just trying to get there as fast as he can.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
We're go-kart certified now, so
Oh my god.
Let's go kart, my dude.
And he's gonna yell, "Y'all run into the academy!"
He's not even like he has complete tunnel
We
vision
can
unless
get
he's
there
like
faster! Adonis!
I'm trying to think of any way that he would like register that what you're
Yeah.
saying or that you're even calling out to him. I genuinely don't think there's a way.
What if you call to him
Unless,
through
like,
his
you,
ghost
like-
call thing?
That or like you go like in front of him and physically be like, "Hey, listen."
Technically, Indy did say Adonis out loud. Does it just that, or you have to intent to reach him?
You have to intent it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Kiki, you are so far behind him at this point. You got small legs.
Oh, I was gonna make a joke about that. As fast as her little legs can carry her, but she's like slowly falling further and further behind.
Also, at this point of the day, you are running through crowds.
Dear crowds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
She'll use her eyes and like stick her hands above her head so that she can keep her eyes on him through the crowd.
Indy, I'm that it was gonna be the academy. Like that's kind of just where the positioning was, and growing up in White Crown, like Indy would know, where that was coming from. Just look at the other two, be like, underground pathways.
Secret tunnels!
Secret tunnels.
Secret tunnels.
Through the pathways.
Yeah,
And we have
let's go.
gondolas.
Let's go. We
Mhm.
can meet them over there.
Yeah,
Why is it,
So-
why are we going to the academy, do we know?
that's where the look. There's a big cloud. It looks sus
Oh,
and scary,
yeah, let's go there.
and we just explode. Yeah. Can we make a up in Crow's Foot? It's
We have
on
time
the way.
to stop and
It's-
close foot?
It's on the way.
I mean, yeah, okay.
I'm assuming Indy would know the best sort of route to get from. That would be something she would 100% know, is how to get from Night Market to Crow's Foot, and then to the Lampblack's hideout
Absolutely.
base place.
You guys have quick access to that, so you make it over to you go through underground tunnels that are full of water. So you take your gondola that you have, and you know that they have their HQ in the office of a coal warehouse. So you end up getting there pretty soon. You also know that currently you don't have any of the equipment. You don't have any of the big harpoon guns or the big nets unless you go get them
Where were they?
from the docks.
Rufus,
Well, the ducks are on the way, though.
Rufus says he'll meet y'all there. And he splits off to go get the equipment.
And if you want any of your people to help you with this, you're going to have to get in contact with them before this. So that's any gangs or any people.
I go and get Glassy and Stabitha.
Yeah! Glassy and Stabitha! I like these
Question,
guys.
Flashback. Aspis probably told Tarvel like everything. So would Tarvel be getting out of prison?
Prison break.
As you guys roll something. As you guys are turning away to go to the secret passageways, Asmus, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "Asmus, hey!" Yeah, you turn around and you see that his face is kind of like swollen up at his cheek, but it looks like he's healing pretty good.
He's gonna pull him into a tight hug.
Yeah. You hear him whisper into your ear, "I still got it." I was like, "What are you doing? Why did
Chase?
that place just exploded? That was wild."
Yeah, that was our base. You're coming with us. Come on.
What?
Need your skills.
He goes with you. You guys split up for a little bit. We're gonna cut this. It's still free play, so we're jumping around a little bit. You we'll flash back into anything specific for this later, but Rufus, you go to the docks and you talk to some of the Leviathan hunters. You gave them any indication of what you're going to use it for, or just that you need it?
He got along with them pretty well during the hunt. Like that's why he got the extra gear anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck it. He's gonna tell him.
So yeah, the world might get destroyed. We're trying to have that not happen. You wanna join and fight bad guys?
It would be my honor, Rufus.
Yeah! Ha!
Johnson, get the ship! And you
Well,
see...
I don't know if we need the ship, but we need the nets and the harpoon guns. Bring the ship. Fuck it.
To the ship! And you see about 20 people running onto this huge ship. They have to go. The dock is very long because the ship is too long to port, so they're just going.
Rufus goes along with them. He's gonna board the ship with them and meet the group back with the Leviathan hunters.
Nice. Whitecrown is on an island in itself, so the ship can angle out, and you see they've kind of split up into two separate ships, and they're going around two different ways and like setting up the harpoon guns that you've gotten. And they give you one to kind of strap to your back.
Perfect.
Indy, you go talk to Remy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want him to get the Lamplax to help you?
Yeah. I'm just doing it really quick, like not trying to convince them or anything, but I know they're my allies, and I already did say that I was talking to them about everything that's happening, and so it's more of like going in there and be like, hey, time is now. Look outside and I'll meet you there.
Basso Baz stands up with his cane and yells, "It's go time!" And that's all you hear. The only person running with you at this point is Remy. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But you can sense that the others are probably going to be there soon.
They only speak in nods now.
Asmus, you're a little confused, and then he looks over and he's like, "Tarvel?" And he's like, "Hey!"
And we all jump on the gondola.
And we jump on the gondola like a Mario jump. Adonis, you are full sprinting, right?
Yeah.
By the time you get to Brightstone, I need you to take me level 1 harm exhausted. You're running on a broken toe, too, man. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot I had a broken toe as well.
You can either take another level 1 harm exhausted, or you can take away level 1 harm broken toe and change it to level 2 harm. I think it might be better to just have 2 level 1 harms.
Yeah. He is gonna like stop and just like take a breath, and I think it was like in his one-on-one, like he called like a taxi or something somehow.
Yeah, you're friends with a gang that has gondolas. You are
Shit.
let me pull them up. The Spectres. They are a gang of demon and ghost smugglers.
So he's gonna get in contact with them and is just like saying of like as very quickly explaining everything about the situation that he can, but most importantly, he needs to get to the academy half an hour ago.
Okay. You're basically on the way, realizing that you're exhausted, and when you spot one of them, and you're like breathing heavy, explaining this all to Ray, who's like the second in command. He's like, "Say no more," and literally just pulls out a fucking whistle and like blasts it. And you see some of the guards, like the police, are just like, "What's going on here?" when out from beneath like the sewer thing, the sewer grate off the North Hook Channel, a boat just comes burning out, and you see a man with an emo haircut looking up at you, and he goes, "Dude!"
I need to be to the academy right now. Don't have time for this.
Oh my god, it's an emergency! It's an emergency! And he looks over at this, the other girl standing there with like big, like billowy red hair. And Jolene turns on you and is like, "Well, get on the boat!" Just as Kiki runs up, also breathing heavily. Kiki, take me level 1 exhaustion.
I don't have any left, so level 2
Oh.
harm, baby.
Change your don't do that. Change your bruised rib to a broken rib, level 2.
Hey.
That's fine.
I like to imagine the boat's starting to go, and she's like, "Dive!"
That's how you break your rib.
Adonis was
Yeah, that's how she broke
No.
the rib. It's like trying to jump
catches
into
her.
the boat.
You try to catch her, and she lands full like in the square middle where the seat goes, and goes. There's a crunch. As you guys carry on the boat, you've got the specters leading you there. The Lamplacks are following you, and the Leviathan hunters are on boats. It might be time to roll an engagement roll, guys.
Let's do it.
Transportation.
At the start of
Yeah.
the score, we are putting the final part of the second. Sorry, not the final. At the start of the score, we are putting the second to last part of the clock for Grimlock destroyed. That is 5 out of 6 pieces filled. Usually we fill them once per episode, but for this final part, this is going to be a 4-piece clock that goes down over the episode, depending on how our players do. The final part of the clock could get filled at any time. Let's roll the engagement roll, folks.
Oof.
You guys have been planning this for a while. Your characters have been getting information, getting supplies for this. So, what is the plan you have already made to get into the building? Or to get to him? Assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport?
Transport.
Seems transport.
That's carry cargo or people through danger.
Oh,
I mean, look, we're technically the cargo being carried to danger, but like same diff.
that's true.
I'm theoretically like that or assault. Like we have a point of attack.
Yeah.
Are you trying to trespass unseen, or are you trying to break in?
I don't think.
With this amount of people, breaking it.
Yeah, like I don't think
Yeah.
we're throwing stealth out the window at the moment.
Yeah.
What is your point of attack?
All the points.
Sit till it dies.
The academy. This
So
is
it does.
This is to get into the academy. The academy is broken into 3 colleges. The College of Naval Command is the college that has Ravenfell Tower over the top of it, which is the highest point, where Saradwin fell. And then there's dormitories where students are staying.
So I would say that Indy would assume that from her experience with Cyrus that he's a very ritualistic kind of person, and like he's gonna go back to where it's not started, but like it is like his grandfather's statue is there, like that's where he's probably gonna be.
Let's blow up the statue.
Let's blow up the I'm here. Blow up the statue.
Or Saradwin!
Yeah, that's the battle cry.
Also,
Yes,
reminder, this is a break for school, so the only people here are exchange students and people who can't afford to go home or who don't have like expensive homes to go into.
I would say a sneaky entrance then, because technically we're bringing all these boats and they don't necessarily know who all is on them. Kind of logic.
But it's how are we getting into the academy? I think it's assault.
Okay.
You know, because it's like, you know, if you can't open the gate, blow it up. You know, with all these people.
I'm fine with assault.
That's what I'm thinking. Just because if we're assuming we're already there, how did we get in there?
The solution.
The solution
The
is
solution lives
murder.
on. Okay. 1 die for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Yep.
Yes.
A factors note, it's a plan to detail explosive vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest. You have a lot of people.
Potentially.
Say potentially, yes. Does the target have particular defenses or special preparations against this approach? Yes, they do. Do any friends or contacts provide aid or insight? Yes, they can. Are enemies or rivals involved? Yes, they are. Any other elements to
No,
consider?
no enemies. None that we can think of.
That's 2 die for this. Let's roll.
Can I use my inspiration?
No, not on this.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna ask the same thing.
That's all.
Miss, I
things
have
happy
2.
thoughts.
Happy thoughts. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies,
It's
no
time
whammies.
to blades.
Oh, you didn't cover your mouth.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a 1 to 6.
Oh my god.
And also, the good thing about you guys getting a 6 on your engagement roll is that does not automatically fill 1 section of the clock, which would have happened if it had been anything else.
Yeah.
Adonis and Kiki and the Spectres all head below to a familiar transport location. This is where you guys originally got the pocket watch that this man had and returned it to him. You park the boat down below, and I imagine Adonis is like immediately jumping off before it even stops. You're in the underground passage and you don't see anyone around. Rufus, you and the Leviathan hunters, they pull around the side of the island. They take you around to the front of the school because there are people up guarding the back area. They don't think you're gonna come around the front. And they pull out battering rams and take it to the front gate of the school and bam, break it off. As the other ship turns around and they ready a harpoon, not knowing what they're aiming at, but just aiming at the school in general. You see that there are some guards that are like curious, some blue coats that are like, wow, the Leviathan hunters are going crazy right now. And as they break through the door, that is when the other group pops up of Indy, Asmus, Remy, Carvel, and Edwin. All show up
Edwin
then.
comes?
Yeah, he's coming.
Where was he?
He was with you guys the whole time, just oddly quiet.
Oh. Okay.
You guys all show up and you hear the Leviathan hunters go, "Ready, men! Battle stations!" And they run back to the ship and go, "Rufus, it's been an honor working with you."
The feathers all yours. I'll give you signs if we need the harpoon guns fired.
Okay. They start running away and you hear one of them say, "Johnson, did he give you what those signs were?" He's like, "That man's a genius, we'll know for sure," as they head back onto the boats. You guys, you guys are all at the front entrance. Down below, Kiki and Adonis, what are you guys doing?
Immediately going for Haig's classroom.
Okay.
He's going
Just like
after
the
him.
shortest route he knows.
You run up 2 flights of stairs. You both hear a weird sound. Like a growling coming down the hall. You don't see anything. And then there's a cawing in the distance. And Kiki, I need you to make me a roll to resist giving into your demon.
Oh shit. Okay. What do I roll for that?
Are you using physical or mental, basically?
Probably. Well, I have more with physical, but I don't know that like prowl or finesse or something like that really works for it.
I think this might be a mental situation.
Okay. Could I theoretically use study?
Yeah, you're trying to figure out what's going on to you so you can stop it.
Okay. I am gonna use one of my inspirations because I have a -1d to this, so it would be just 1 dice without using the inspiration. That's a 4.
Okay. You feel a weird calling in the back of your head. It's like a whisper. You can't understand what it's saying yet. It's very garbled. But it creeps up like it's inside your skull. You're outside the classroom and you have to pause with your hand on the wall to be able to hold yourself up, but you're able to do so and follow in after.
Do I take stress for that?
You rolled a 4, so I'm going to say no. I have
Okay.
started a clock, though.
I don't like this.
Adonis, you run into the room. What are you doing?
Like going for the wall and just like going into the secret room that's inside the classroom.
You open up the kind of blackboard area and head through. There is a huge room full of dead plants. A glass overseeing area that's cracked. And some trees that have been cut in half. There's no one in this room.
I'm gonna immediately use Ghost Call and like reach out for Stella.
Okay.
Like literally anything for response.
Okay. Make me a roll for this.
Ghosty stuff. I'm gonna use a tune. And then this is important to him. I'll use my inspiration as well.
Okay.
Oof, I love it.
I got a 4.
Okay. A success with a complication. You can hear something. You hear the voice of a little girl. But it doesn't sound like she's talking to you or she can sense that you're reaching for her. She's quiet. And you hear her kind of whispering, "Everything gonna be okay?" And a familiar voice comforts her, saying, "Worry, dear. Sure your brother will be here soon." You're able to hear both of them. The other one more faded. He cannot tell that you're reaching her.
The finger on who the other voice is.
Roll me a check to see if you recognize it. Or like if you can place it.
Study, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
Got 1.
Nope, you got no idea who this is.
Like it's kind of familiar, but like I just don't know who.
It's kind of familiar, but your adrenaline is kind of pumping in your ears. Like you can feel the blood pumping in your ears. It's hard to place anything right now.
Oh, I think he's just gonna like walk in after seeing that, and like seeing the entire room of like what was once like beautiful greenery just completely dead, and his sister nowhere to be found. It's just standing there, frozen and not knowing what to do.
We're gonna cut back to the front of the school. guys have come into the courtyard. The statue stands tall, proud, almost like it's sneering at you, knowing what it's done. Lassie and Stabatha talk about ripping its toes off. Not because they know anything about it, but just because they want to.
Indy wants to shoot the statue in the head just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, you can have that for free.
Just as a symbol. Just like, fuck you, Cyrus.
Oh, we didn't do load. Everyone mark off your load. I literally remembered that too.
Indy would have had her sniper with her because she was coming off the train.
True. You guys did have heavy baggage.
Cool.
Anyone could have dropped anything off if they wanted to, just because heavy does make you slow in some situations.
Mm-hmm.
Asmus. As you get kind of closer to the school, you look up at the tower where your love fell. Anger fills you. And there's a whispering in the back of your head. Please make me a roll to resist your demon from coming out.
It's gotta be survey. Oh, I'm terrified. Oh, please, Asmus. Okay, that's a 5 and a 4.
5 and a 4. Okay. Okay. You feel okay for now. I've started a clock. As your mouth opens slightly, and you feel fangs elongating for a second, and you feel like it's more anger of what has happened and that you're going to stop it. So you're okay for now.
That's hot. He's got fangs now. Ooh.
You just made him hotter.
You while you're stopping to stare at it, you can feel the pull, but then there's a loud bang, and you look over and see the head of Lysander's statue just next to you. Oh well.
He's gonna like kind of look around like, what the hell? And then realize it was Indy and be like,
inside the school, you guys hear another a roar. This is your first time hearing it. Followed by multiple screams and a gunshot.
Indy's gonna reach out to Adonis. Adonis, where the fuck did you guys go, and what the fuck is going on?
Like there were ghosts in the academy, and they're not here, and everything's dead. And where the hell are you?
That's what I asked you.
We are in the College of Immortal Studies.
College of Immortal Studies is what she says out loud. I guess you say all of this out loud?
Yeah, talk back, yeah.
Yeah, so College of Immortal Studies is that I don't know about anything about what's going on. Where do you need people?
I don't know what's happening, how to stop it.
Asmus. What do?
we go find them, I guess. I don't like being separated.
Yeah. Indy, because right now we're on the ground floor, right? I want to take out my sniper rifle and like survey the area, like the towers and stuff, and see if she could see anything.
Okay. Are you trying to see if you know where the College of Immortal Studies is, or find it?
No. Like, I don't know what's going on or where to go, and so I want to see if, because there's a big cloud above, like if I can tell. I'm
Got it.
essentially. Oh wait, I have a spyglass. I could just say that I have my spyglass. She uses her spyglass
Gosh, she has
that
a
she
spyglass.
has. So did I. To sort of, it specifically says it's may attach to a rifle. So when I'm marking down my rifle, I've been marking down the spyglass as well as an attachment to the rifle to make it a sniper.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've been doing this whole time. So, but she just uses the spyglass to sort of survey the tops.
Give me a roll to survey those tops.
I'm gonna survey those tops. Where are they?
Unfortunately, Kiki is inside and cannot be seen, but you can look at some more.
That's a 4.
Okay.
And 2 1s if that matters.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You glance through. You can see some parts of
Like any ghosty sort of like more concentrated ghosty areas, because I know there's like a big cloud forming. But like, is it specifically?
The cloud looks like more like a circular moving cloud with a obvious circle in the middle that you can kind of see where it's coming from. It doesn't give you any indication of what level it's on, but you can see it's kind of like smack dab in the middle.
Oh, so the cloud's not in the sky.
No, it's in the sky above the skull, but the circle is smack dab in the middle, like where it's like leaning in from. It's like when a tornado is forming, kind of.
Like the eye.
The eye of the storm.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
You also, as you're looking at your spyglass, you're kind of looking around to see if you see anything else. You see a form of what looks to be almost a giant lizard or a small dragon going through, crashing through one of the hallways. There are some students running away from it, and it latches on and like pulls one's head off.
There are dragons murdering students, I say to Adonis.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems that this big cloud is like right in the middle of the school.
You said the top of where Adonis was like opened up, right?
Yeah.
And he look up, and can you kind of like see like where the storm is in position to like where he is?
Yeah, definitely. You can see where you are. It is to the left of you, and you can see like the edge of it.
Okay. I can see like the edge of the storm. I did not bump into any students on my way here. So I know jack shit about whatever the fuck lizard thing is.
I'll say,
Okay.
Adonis, you can hear heavy stomping below you, and there's like a slight shake of the building. Indy, you have the spyglass moving as you're like talking to kind of give him this description, and you hear 2 consecutive gunshots go off very close to you, Adonis. And Indy, you look up and you see Winsley sprinting away from a giant bird monster shooting at the lizard. He's like, just sprinting through the school.
Can I shoot at this thing?
Yeah, give me a shot. It is sort of a... It's got aspects of like a crow, but it's got teeth on under its beak. Sharp teeth.
Is it
Use the crow whistle and tame it.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have that. That was the first thing I ever flashed back to do, was to get a crow whistle. And I always forget I have this crow whistle. Okay. I want to shoot at the birdie.
All right, give it a shot.
Literally.
As you're turning away,
6.
6, yes. The bird literally goes to chomp on the back of Winsley's coat, and you stop it in its tracks, and it goes pew, and shoots back. You notice that from the body where the head decapitated, there was a small pause from it, and then the spear goes and flies into the ground.
I think there's ghosties going in the ground. I think it's like someone sucking everything in. There's a ghost cloud and it's being funneled into the school.
Okay, and you said they were downstairs?
That's where you heard the noise.
Okay. He's just gonna be like, grab Kiki, loosely explaining what he talked with Indy with on their way, just like downstairs.
Kiki
Indy
is sweating. A lot.
Indy
Okay.
will relay that information to Rufus.
Okay.
Yeah, you head down the stairs, and you remember going down this hallway months ago, sprinting with your friend Rowan, who is also with you guys, by the way.
I forgot.
The emo boy who's just being quiet and observant because I keep forgetting the NPCs are there. Also, he doesn't want to barge in on any moments you guys might have, so anytime he looks like you're about to have a moment, he takes 5 steps back and looks away. But you sprint down the hallway that you remember running down months ago with Rowan. Again with him by your side, and with Kiki. And as you guys run down the stairs and pull the door open, you hear a smack as you hit something in the face, and you hear a familiar voice go, "Holy shit!" And a little rat go,
No, Whiplet.
"Oh my god!"
Honest is just gonna like take Winsley. He's like, I am so sorry. Are you okay?
Dude! Oh,
What the
yeah.
fuck is happening?
Dude! Oh, hold on, man. People are turning into monsters. Students are getting eaten. The ghosts are going into the ground.
You nowhere.
Into the ground!
The ground, not a basement or anything?
Basement, we're on the 4th fucking floor, man! Just down!
Okay. Okay.
There's a really fast way for me to find out.
Huh?
I can ghost veil and let myself fall.
Kiki's going ghost.
You can what now?
I could use ghost veil and let myself
No,
just.
this is Winsley talking. He doesn't know you can do this.
No, I know. I'm. Kiki
explain.
out loud says like there's a way I can find out really quick, but what she's talking about is the ghost veil thing.
That many floors?
That might break your foot.
I've
Or
got-
your whole body.
Oh.
Okay.
We will go downstairs. We will take the stairs like normal people, not ghost veil people. Just grabs Kiki and keeps going.
Winsley starts running behind you while Rowan's like, "Who's this dude?" As you guys keep running. And Winsley also comes up to you. He's like, "Adonis, wait. I was literally talking to Stella when this shit went down.
What happened? Is she okay?
She just disappeared. Everyone just disappeared. They got sucked up into the sky and then possibly also downward. Then I got locked in the fucking fake botanical garden shit, and there was a fake storm in the botanical garden, but it might have been a real storm." And you notice he like pulls over, and you can see like, have you seen people who got electrocuted before by lightning?
I think the only thing he would have known from that is either like learning how to use a lightning hook and accidentally electrocuting the shit out of himself or Rowan, or just like with spirits with the lightning hook.
You can see kind of like a black lightning like thing that goes down like the side of him. He's like, there was a big fucking storm in there, and then everyone disappeared, and I got stuck in the blackboard, and Professor Haig wasn't there, and I had to break out the side of a wall.
Okay, you got struck by lightning then?
Yeah, in an indoor botanical garden.
Everything does not make sense right now, okay?
I know.
Make it make sense in your head. And
Okay.
just keep going.
He's running, but he's also doing this.
Also, I did realize that technically if I take an extra stress, I can make myself float.
Oh.
I like to imagine we're all just running and then you just slowly start going down.
Well, that's the thing is, like, if she remembered, she could just be like, oh yeah, I can just float, and then just be like, whoop!
She's gonna catch them all because she is Kikimora.
She's Kikimora.
Are you guys going down the stairs? Or what did you running?
I think that's the fastest way Adonis knows.
Or like if they have the secret, like a secret passage that could get them there quicker.
Yeah.
But you don't know where you're going is the thing.
Yeah.
We'll cut back to the other group. With Indy, through your spyglass, you see Winsley meet up with the other two, so you have an idea of where they are now.
Cool. I guess we go. Asmus, I guess we go. Are we going to the evil death hole? Why would I think that would make them say no? That, if anything, that's more of a yes. Run towards the danger. Dive right in.
Okay, so I'm flashbacking. I worked with Luna to create. I took consensually, that from consent, I took a piece of Edwin's hair, and I worked with Luna, the apothecary, to create a potion that I could put on Timothy that would not harm his inner mechanics to be able to track Cyrus's body, because he's technically possessed, but still. So.
Oh, so you want to be able to track his DNA?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 2 stress, and I'll see you can have that. You track his DNA. Where are you right now? Are you still? Would you want to say that you broke into the school and then the others came up behind and are like behind you? So, like,
Well, no. So I would say we're using whatever underground pathway that like we know about from the school, from like studying maps like way back when.
Okay.
When we first found out that that the headmaster had something to do with this kind of a thing.
Got it.
And so we started, the 3 of us started going down underground from the get-go. Well, technically 3 and a spider.
Okay. I'm gonna flash back a little bit to change what we said, to retcon what we said before because of this. So the other boat that didn't have Rufus on broke through the front gate, which allowed Indy and Asmus and that group to run through. You guys were able to run through to get where you are and shoot off that guy's head. Rufus, you were able to get through a secret passageway. It leads you very similarly. Actually, you weren't here for that score, so this is your first time heading into those. The kind of open secret passageways of, we'll say you're in the College of Immortal Studies right now, because that's where most of the passageways are. And you can come out on whatever floor you'd like to.
Bottom floor.
Bottom floor.
Or,
Okay.
well, no, I mean, I guess, no, so we come out of whatever floor that Timothy is now directing us towards. So, like, everything that Indy had said that she relayed to Rufus heard through the earpiece connection that they have. But Rufus is following Timothy with Stabitha and Glassy towards wherever Timothy is leading us.
Got it. With the DNA, you notice that Timothy tells you there is no one of Edwin's DNA in this building.
Okay. Then at that point, after Indy has given us the lowdown on what's been going on with the souls and ghosts being dragged down, we're gonna investigate downward to see if we can figure out what's going on with that.
All right, you guys start heading down.
He's not his daddy.
So, Indy and Asmus. What do?
We're going to meet with Kiki and Adonis.
You see them running downstairs. You're able to kind of like see their speed and get where they're coming, and you're able to get into the Great Hall area, like the open area. The door, I'll say the door is locked when you get up to it to get into the school.
She shoots it.
All right. Yeah, you could do that. I'll say mark off a handgun though, because you can't really shoot that with a rifle.
Well, yeah, no, I have two. Oh, you mean like my pistols?
Yeah.
Because I have my pistols on usually.
You don't, or you do?
I just selected them. I usually have those on me.
Cool. Okay. You shoot one with the pistol. The lock opens, and as soon as the lock opens, the door falls open, and 4 dead bodies are on the ground, leaning against the door, as if they had been trying to get out.
Oof. Or borf. And keep going. Step over, just boop. Just keep going.
Step over the dead bodies. And eventually, Kiki, Adonis, Winsley, and Rowan all meet up with you coming downstairs.
Did you see anything about the ghosts, or?
I saw some dead bodies.
Okay, lovely.
I did shoot Lysander's head off in the courtyard. Yeah.
The
So that was
statue one.
good.
The statue one.
Yeah.
Edwin pipes
Yeah, the
up.
statue one. Yeah. Statue one. Was he in the
Important.
building? He wasn't in the building yet, though. Edwin at the time was not in the building when Asmus did his, or Adonis did his search, right?
Right.
Or no, that was Rufus who did the DNA search.
Yeah.
Edwin wasn't in the building yet.
No, he had made that like before they had.
No, what I'm saying is Edwin wasn't in the building when you initially scanned.
Do you want it to scan for Edwin too, or just people like? I think it would have
No.
to if it was going for his DNA, right?
Well, I mean, you said so. My understanding, because I wanna know this, is I was sus of him already, but because I think he's dead. I swear, or I'm gonna owe Rufus 5 coin.
I forgot that she made the bet with Rufus to begin with, but continue.
100%. It would make sense that if it was searching from just Edwin and his DNA, that regardless, it would identify any sort of genetic relation.
No, that's understandable. So I would put an amendment then to my flashback and say, like, Timothy knows specifically Edwin's DNA, and so he's like searching for similar things, but he can also pick up Edwin as well. But like when he picks up Edwin's DNA, he knows that that's exactly Edwin.
Got
It's
it.
100%.
Got it. Absolutely, 100% match. When they come in the building, Timothy does give you a silent "Oh, they're in." Like, so, he goes into a hacker voice and says, "They're in."
Damn it.
As you guys meet up in the front, Asmus and Kiki, you both feel another little tingling in the back of your skulls. Twitch a little bit.
Let's
Yeah.
roll.
Resist that demon.
This is that
I
demon.
don't like this.
I'm nervous.
I'm rolling steady again,
Me
not
too.
using my.
That's a 2 and a 1.
My God.
That's a 1 for me.
Oh my God. You
Can you resist it?
That.
Gonna try to resist it. What's your
How-
stress?
It's at 1, but how much of the clock does a 1 fill?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Think D&D rules? Because that's what I'm thinking in my head.
Oh,
Yeah. Like this.
I kind of want to see him become a demon. That's kind of hot.
It is hot, but it's also dangerous. Kristen.
Hot.
remind me how resistance works.
So depending on the factor of it, you're gonna roll what it's attributed to. So for this is gonna be mental strain or willpower, you're gonna roll resolve.
Okay.
I don't have resolve like at all.
What's your? Let me see. You have 3 resolve. What are you talking about?
Where is this resolve?
It is.
It's
Oh,
the
shit.
It's like the big general. It's the general over
Yeah.
attune, command, consort, and sway.
So you have 3 resolve. So Asmus, if you were to do it, you would take 6 stress minus whatever you roll from that 3. And if Kiki were to do it, you would take 6 stress
I've been
minus whatever you
traumatized.
roll for 2. You're not going to take 6 stress. You get to roll 3 die and subtract 6.
So you at least subtract 3.
No.
You subtract the highest one.
Highest
just
one.
the highest one. Aw, poop!
So, other question then for the Blade Keeper. With my minus 1d, does that count for this? I would assume yes, because it just says 1d. It doesn't say like a specific kind of 1d.
Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't.
and yeah, and I would say
Like,
because this not
Harry
obviously.
Styles. You
Yeah, but
know.
like because it's harm to you, like that means that you're weakened as well, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah, it would be minus 1d for this too. But I will allow you, if you would like to use your inspiration for this.
I kind of want to save it.
All right. That means if you're gonna resist this, it means you take 6 stress minus whatever you roll. Are you cool with that?
Yep.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll 3
Yep.
or 2.
3. You don't
That's
have.
a 1.
Cool. Take 5 stress.
Ah,
Mhm.
like this. I'm playing when I want to go home.
All right. And then Asmus, are you resisting?
I just rolled and I got a 9.
No, you got a
With the 3 I
6.
rolled?
So you rolled a 2,
Oh,
a
yeah,
6, and a
okay.
1. So you're gonna take the 6. You're gonna take 0 stress from this.
Oh shoot. Okay, good.
And we're gonna take that. You guys. All
Kiki,
right.
are you traumatized?
You only had 1 stress.
Oh,
So
cool.
she's got like.
Yeah, no, I still have like 3 until I'm traumatized.
Cool.
Yeah, I got down to 1 at the start when we did our downtime actions.
I will say, it is a good thing that you resisted that.
Yeah.
You both feel the whisper growing in the back of your skull. Indy and Adonis and Winsley and the whole bloody gang are kind of just going over what they found out. Kiki, your head darts a little bit to the side. Your tattoos stretch on your body and turn into feathers. Asmus, you feel the back of your spine turning and something on your back reaches out and you can feel scales latching onto you. Take a deep breath, focus, and then you hear a different voice in the back of your mind. The voice of someone that you lost in this very school, reaching out to you. My darling dove, are you there? Hold back. Take a deep breath. And you notice what's happening to Kiki. Your neck elongates slightly. You turn back. You see your friends. See Adonis, and you reach out and grab on Adonis, who takes your hand like it's nothing. Please. Deep breath. Feel yourself pulling back. You look down and notice that your tattoos have not all retreated. Your skin is a slightly bluer than... It's not as pale, it's more blue. A pale blue. Just on your arms. And you both know that you're running out of time. At this point, Adonis and Indy, you guys notice, not that it's happened to Asmus, but that it's happening to Kiki, and you notice her pulling back.
Okay.
We have a problem.
Any way that we can help?
Yeah.
No.
Hurricane of ghosts.
We have to end this soon, or else I'm going to be dangerous to all of you. I don't think I'm strong enough to hold it back.
Is it a ghost
No.
thing?
Do you remember when I told you why I came here?
Murder. Chauncey, yeah.
Yeah. Part of that is that he fucked up my people, and we've all been slowly turning into demons. And I can hear it, and I can feel it.
Asmus does
too?
the same. He goes and he stands by Kiki. And he's like, me too.
Question for the GM. Like, a demon bane charm keeps demons away. Does that
That's
just
what
mean like physical distance or mental distance as well?
It is a charm that demons would rather avoid.
that's what I was asking about my spirit bane charm.
I have a spirit bane one too.
Yeah.
Well, Adonis has a demon bane charm, and he's going to take it. I'm guessing if I break it, it's useless.
A demon
Lovely.
comes out of it.
End of session. But no, he's gonna
You
take
all
it.
know that.
And...
TPK! TPK!
Oh, we don't want that. But he's gonna take the
No.
demon bane. Then kind of like assessing it and knowing that Kiki is probably Kiki probably has a lot less time than Asmus does at this moment. He's gonna take it and around her neck. It's like, I trust you, and if it gets too much, I want you to tell me.
Yeah.
What do we do if that happens, Kiki?
What you would do to any other demon.
Make out? No, I'm just kidding.
I wish, but
That's not gonna happen
Mhm.
because that's not gonna happen, and we will.
we're not gonna make out.
Oh, I didn't. Wait, ghosts, and he goes off.
I'm gonna be honest. I rolled a die for this. to see whether the Demon Bane charm would actually hurt her or help her.
Oh no! I'm
rolled
game
it-
either way.
I
I'm
rolled-
game either way.
I rolled a die to see whether you would take level 1 harm or
Mhm.
whether it would set your clock back by 1 piece. Set your clock back by 1 piece.
Okay.
You have, because of that charm, the same level as Asmus does on his clock.
It's just stressful.
I hate every part of this.
We're gonna cut back to Rufus. He's in the walls. Rufus, what are you doing in the walls?
We're searching. At this point, I had told the Leviathan hunters to set up harpoon guns and electric nets to catch anything that looks like it would be dangerous to the normal people around the school. So they're off doing that while we're still going down. I mean, have we hit where the chaos is coming from in terms of the ghosts coming through the floors?
You going through the walls when a cry comes out and a spirit goes right through the floor below you, in through the passageway. You're on the ground floor in the passageway. I need you to take 1 stress having been close to a spirit and not being used to that.
Ninja! Oh, sure. What the fuck was that?
Timothy goes,
Timothy, can you sense anything below us? Because we're technically on the ground floor.
I don't,
Use your spidey sense.
there's spirits?
Okay.
Don't feel the DNA, but I can feel other spirits.
Okay. Okay. Can you find a way to get us to the spirits?
Yeah, sure. And he goes onto a wall and starts crawling.
We follow.
Being bullied. You follow. I'm gonna roll a fortune roll for him.
It's the only way I'm keeping myself together, okay?
He goes along the wall, and starts to lead this kind of like this ramp downward. When you hear a growling coming from outside near the passageway. And it sounds like it's sniffing because it knows someone is there, but it can't find where they are.
Rufus will go ahead and blow his powder onto the floor after behind them.
You blow the powder. Do you keep moving?
Yes. Yes.
Keep moving a little bit. And as you take a step, the wall to the passageway is thin and it slams against, like something is pushing against it. Again, and the powder lifts up into the room. And it doesn't affect you. But it doesn't affect Timothy either.
Blaster! Stop at that! Hold your breath! Do not breathe in!
Let me roll for them real quick. Oh, Stabby, you have beautiful eyes.
Oh, Blaster!
Right as the door gives through and you see a huge honking with fangs like a saber-toothed tiger reaching through, but its head is as big as an entire goat. That is the size of its head as it reaches through and starts clawing and gnashing through it. Make me a roll to avoid getting gnashed at, and I'm gonna make a roll for the potency of your oh shit, hell yeah. But make a roll to avoid getting gnashed at still.
Okay. We're gonna go with skirmish.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Oh. It reaches through and it latches onto your arm with huge fangs going straight through your arm. Take level 2 harm, arm stabbed.
Okay.
As this thing rears back, you see it takes a big it tries to hold on to your arm, like and pull you out with it. So you feel this like pain as blood spurts out of your arm, but because it's got its mouth open, the dust and powder goes into it, and it takes a big gulp, and it sinks down a little bit. Its mouth is still stuck in you, though.
Rufus pulls his mouth apart to get his arm out. He's like,
Bad saber-toothed dog thing. Bad.
and he like whacks him on his nose.
You see that its eyes are kind of glazed over, but because of the size of this thing, it doesn't look like it's gonna be out for long.
Stop it. Get Lassie. We gotta go. We gotta go because he's gonna wake up soon.
So we start trucking it.
You guys continue on. Roll for the saber tooth, okay? Timothy goes, well, that was scary. It continues on. Indy, you can hear these thoughts too. You just hear Timothy go, well, that was scary. And you guys eventually come down through the passageway, and there's a portrait blocking where you're going, but it is the only exit out of the area that you're in.
Is it locked?
No, just a portrait.
We open it.
You open the portrait to a dungeon out of a cell where a torch hangs on the wall and darkness is beyond that.
He puts on his goggles.
On your dark sight goggles, you can see in the dark. This is your first time heading into this dungeon. You can see blood splattered on the ground and can recall stories that some other people of your crew have told you about this place. And in the distance, it goes down a stone path with cells on the side and a wall blocking off whatever is past it on the left. You can see a light blue glow coming from that area and hear another deep growl and something stomping around it with a million little whispers in this room. We're gonna cut back to the others.
Adonis is just through the passages trying to go like as low as down into the ground as he possibly can.
Really quickly, just while I'm thinking about it, because of the resistance rolls that we have, I'm gonna add 1 to the Grimlock Destroyed counter. All right, here we go. So, what are you doing one more time, Adonis? I'm sorry.
Scares me.
I'm having a great time.
I'm not. He's gonna use the passageways and kind of navigate through because he knows where they lead, and it's gonna try just to go down like as low, the lowest floor he can get to.
Okay. Is everyone following?
Yep.
Is Rufus relaying any of this stuff to Indy?
Yes.
So I guess Indy is just kind of communicating back and forth about their whereabouts. So I don't know if that changes what we do, but so just to take that where Rufus is into account.
I think if he's then gonna, because like dungeon's pretty low to the like in the school anyway, so he'll probably then like go to meet Rufus in the dungeon, regroup at least. You
go through the passageways. You You go through the library, get to the passageways. You remember the days of a beaten and bloody Winsley being in here as you head through. He looks over and remembers the time that the little switch was in the library. And you guys continue on. It's a long line of people.
A little switch.
It's a long line of people trying to get in through this passageway that Kiki and Adonis especially know all too well at this point. You guys know the path pretty easily, but something is a bit different as you're heading forward. There is light coming through, and it looks like the wall of the passageway has been broken. There is the mark of something big having stabbed the wall. And out in the hallway, you hear not a growl, but hold on. No one can hear me. Moving in the hallway.
It's a basilisk. Don't look in its eyes. Kiki's paralyzed in stone because she's not looking directly at it. Those are not her eyes.
And things.
Do we all have the things that Rufus got?
Yeah,
I have an extra pair if someone
Goggle?
needs them, but these let me see in the dark.
you all have access to dark side goggles. You have to mark it off your sheet.
Oh, I don't have it. So I can add it though because Rufus
Yes.
was able to acquire it. Okay.
Does it sound like snake?
Can Kiki see them?
Are you gonna stick your hand out the passageway into the hallway?
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay. Make me a roll to avoid being spotted.
Chaos! Chaos! Helen!
TPK. TPK.
This is why we call it the TPK channel. Portent Kast? No.
Pretty good.
I'm gonna use Prowl since part of that is being unseen. Minus 1d, so it's 2 instead of 3.
Reminder, you can take a devil's bargain. You can push yourself.
Yep. 6.
Nice. You stick your hand out and you you see a huge scaled snake-like creature. Longer, it looks about 40 foot in length. Huge, going up and down, and it is munching on a person. And when I say munching, it's got its mouth open and is swallowing someone whole. And you do not see, you see that person has, their veins are bright purple as if they've been poisoned. And they are probably already dead as they are being swallowed.
She pulls her hand slowly back. And just, also, kind of involuntarily takes a step back, presumably right into Adonis's chest, because, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Probably right behind her anyway.
Yeah. And then just, holds her hand eyes up to him and is like, good. Very not good.
Did not hear a thing you said.
Not good. Very not good, but she says it as a whisper.
Okay.
So,
This-
can hearing that snake trigger snake asmus?
Not for now, because you had that moment of strong resistance earlier. But it didn't happen now, but...
God. Is this the only way down to the dungeon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is question.
Ooh, okay, I got an idea. Asmus is gonna get one of the Viper potions from Kiki, and he is going to sneak up on the snake and bite it.
Does the Viper potion work on something that big?
Oh my god.
Really said, let's find out. I hate this.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Okay, make me a roll for that.
What do you want me to roll? I say scared.
Sneak up on it.
Okay,
Mark,
okay.
and mark a Viper potion off of your load. If you got it earlier, did you get it earlier, or are you taking it right now from Kiki?
I'll take it now.
Yeah,
Okay, and Kiki, mark it off your load.
Yep. I marked it off and I lowered my total number count of them.
Cool.
Cool. And that is a 5 and a 4.
All right. You sneak up behind it. It's distracted. It's got a person in its mouth. And you feel these new fangs on you too. And you bite into its scales. And here it let out a large cry. Take level 1 harm, broken fangs, as you pull back and your fangs get lodged into it.
Okay.
Your saliva reaches into it. It pulls back, and it's gonna try to wrap its tail around you. What are you doing?
Ooh, okay, this is a gamble.
The first part wasn't.
That's understatement of the year.
Okay, so I have 2 ideas. The first one is Asmus letting the demon take over. And second would be... crap, I don't know what I have to... I guess to try to stab it, but I don't trust that, so... He's gonna
I have
try
an
to
idea, but it's also stupid.
let the demon take over.
He just bit the snake, so I mean,
I'm not okay with
thinking, if, if he does it willingly, he could be in more control.
Okay.
You broke Star.
oh my god.
All right. Make me a roll to access the demon. There's a possibility the session might just be Lindsay at the end of this.
I'm scared.
I have a question.
That's a 6
about
and a 4.
while Asmus is doing that.
Yes.
Can Indy climb up anything to get up higher? Is that an available
Onto
thing?
Adonis's shoulders.
Out of the passageway or in the passageway?
In the passageway.
Mm.
I know, because is it literally just like hallways?
It's like, yeah, hallways. There are some areas that go up and down, but if you do that, you end up on a different floor.
Gotcha. Okay, it's not like there's like tall like bookshelves or anything anywhere. It's just literally passageways.
Yeah, I mean there are like
Okay.
bookshelves like built into the wall.
Uh-huh.
That's about it.
Gotcha.
Oh, Asmus.
You called it.
I did call it. Asmus. The tail wraps around you. And you feel your own body start to elongate. Longer, bigger than this one. Your scales are black and your clothes rip as your body pulls. You can feel your bones pulling against you, and you let out a silent scream in pain. As finally, as it wraps around you, you circle around it and pull tight. Kiki, you can't hear Asmus anymore. What are you doing?
In a classic Kiki move, she's not gonna reach into the bag she brought with her, but into her pants and pull out a big ass hammer. Really gonna bring it back to the first time that Kiki and Adonis met. Just giant ass sledgehammer, and she's kind of gonna have this moment of like, oh, this is gonna end so badly. And she's gonna look back at Adonis and just be like, I'm real sorry. And then she's gonna run in with it and try to bash the original snake dude on the head.
Okay. You guys, you guys see Kiki pull a fucking sledgehammer out of her tight leather pants and then go running in like fucking Leroy Jenkins. Now,
Fucking Indy over in the back is looking over at Rufus and is like, have they ever heard of sneaking? Like,
It is technically Kiki's whole deal.
yeah.
He just doesn't do it.
I mean, when she wants to.
Kiki, I need you to make me a. This roll is going to combine two different things. It's going to combine identifying the correct snake and hitting it.
So, since part of that is identifying it, can I use study?
You can do study, yeah, because you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna use study, and I'm gonna use my other inspiration.
Okay.
Which means I'm not gonna have it for the next, demon check for me. Double 4s.
Okay. You can identify it fine. You go up. It's got a foot sticking out of it still. You go up and you slam it down on the head of it here. And the snake just slowly falls down. Asmus, your prey is limp in your grasp. And you reach up, seeing red, and see a figure in front of you. It could be prey.
Kiki has her hammer like off to the side and one hand out towards him. Like she's really hoping he's hanging on.
Can he roll to hang on to his
This is gonna be a roll for both of you guys. This is Kiki, you have to convince him that you are not a threat. And Asmus, you have to hold on to your humanity.
Okay. Quick question for the Blade Keeper.
Yes.
Because I'm assuming that I would have to use sway. Like that's literally what sway is for. Like
yeah.
But I only have 1 dot in sway and I currently have -1 dot. So would I roll 2 and take the lower?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any way Adonis can help? Please.
If you would like to come out and do a group sway roll, the two of you could do that. Try to convince him.
He can do that.
One of you will need to
Did roll a 6.
He did roll a 6, so he's doing pretty good, but it needs to be... You still need to be able to tell enemies from friends. So, whoever's leading, you got a 1? Great, cool. Adonis, it's all on your shoulders now.
5.
You got a 5? Okay.
Got a 5.
Did you lead that, Adonis?
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, Adonis, take 1 stress for that. You're looking up. Kiki's arm is shaking, and Asmus can see her as he's pulling back and hearing voices in his head. He can see. He doesn't know if this figure is getting ready to attack or if it's scared of him. And the fear kind of excites him. When, not in that way! God!
I wasn't even taking it that way! I'm just panicking!
Trying to lighten the mood, okay?
When Adonis comes out and puts a hand on Kiki's shoulder and you're able to place a hand gently on his nose. In the back of your head, the voice changes a little bit, Asmus, and you hear, "Oh, my little viper," and you start to shift a little bit.
His little tongue is gonna come out and touch Adonis's hand.
It's on his hand. Yeah, you're gonna be a giant snake for a while.
Okay. Little friend.
As far as we can tell, is it, as far as the group can tell, is chill right now?
Right now.
Or is it still, yeah, but we don't see any hostility at this moment.
At this moment, you do not see any hostility, but that does not mean that it could not happen again.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
So
What about the
Asmus is
other?
gonna turn and bite the big snake to,
Show his loyalty.
Okay. You gum at the big snake because you lost your fangs. You gum at it. It's like,
I just imagine toothless.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Boy? Yes? It's just gonna, like, pat Asmus. It's like looking at Kiki and the rest of the group. It's like, okay, where do we go now?
There's a big giant snake.
Yeah, and he's on our side.
No. The other big giant snake.
Thought it was dead.
No.
I'm genuinely confused. What is going on?
No, Asmus is just gumming on a not dead 40-foot
Thought
snake.
it was dead.
He's just gumming on it for fun.
Well, Kiki, it went limp after Kiki bonked it on the head with her hammer.
Yeah.
And then Asmus did suffocate it. He strangled it, sorry.
Okay, so it is dead.
So, but do we know that it's dead? I was not aware it's dead.
Honest is just right, hoping for the best.
I mean, it's still.
Kiki's gonna put her sledgehammer back in her pants.
You guys don't
And-
know where she pulled it out originally, but now that you know it's there, you can see it.
You're kind of like, how didn't I see that before?
Indy wants to go shoot the snake in the head.
Okay.
Not Asmus.
Okay.
Kiki
You go
just
to
takes Adonis's hand in both of hers.
Let's just, like, let this happen. And he's kind of, like, being one-eye Asmus because, like, he is on our side, and this is kind of hot, but I'm terrified.
Kiki, you go to shoot the snake in the face, and the bullet bounces off.
You said Kiki again.
What did I say? Indy, sorry. I always look at Indy when I say it. The gun, the bullet bounces completely off, though. Yeah, you guys, look back at the passageway, where all of your friends who came with you are trembling because there's a giant snake man.
Kiki is also
Tarvel,
trembling.
no!
Keep going.
Okay,
Huh?
let's go, onward.
Marvel goes, I'm kind of into it, and then you continue downward.
Yeah.
Asmus breaks the passageway a little bit as he goes in because he's just too big.
And there's a bunch of NPCs here too. It's just so funny.
There's a bunch of NPCs. Just going with you. You guys eventually come down the... who's first in line?
Indy would be in the rear.
Technically, Asmus is gonna take the rear because he's the big snake boy.
Honestly, Kiki's probably close to the front because she can just and see. Even though I've literally rubbed them off in my
In panic.
I love it. You guys come to a familiar painting and open it up. Rufus, we're gonna cut back a little bit. You've been down here for a couple minutes before they get here. You come out into the room. Like I said, you hear a stomping and a kind of low growl, and you can see a blue light coming from around the corner. And you've got your goggles on.
I think I had told Stabby to wait with Glassy. And I continue. No, I send Timothy to continue forward. Flashback. I had put dark vision technology in Timothy's eyes.
I think since Timothy is technically a hull, which means he's a spirit, he can do that already. So you don't need to do that.
Perfect. Never mind. So I tell
Timothy, go see what's going on and what the noises are from, and also what the growling thing is.
You got it, boss. Off growling. He crawls forward. You hear the little clickety clack of his steps on the stone. Can I get a quick roll for him real quick?
Timothy, crawl quieter.
He crawls forward, looks over and says, "The big ass cauldron with spirits inside of it?"
Do they seem to be distressed spirits, or they're just like chilling in there?
Hold on, I'm short. Let me climb up this wall.
It's just a big hot tub.
Is this
Yeah.
the fucking thing from the Scooby-Doo movie?
Oh my god! It's the thing!
My god.
Timothy climbs up a nearby wall to kind of get a better look to see if it's a hot tub situation. Looks down and goes, no, they don't seem to be enjoying it. Yep, that's a lot of dead people. And oh my god, a patrol to the ceiling, to the ceiling, to the ceiling. There is a big ass warthog out here.
A warthog?
A warthog.
And he just says warthog out loud.
This is why you guys are waiting for the snake fight. You guys are warthog like, while the snake fight's happening.
Warthog, yeah.
And I rolled a stealth check for Timothy. And that's when you hear the clawed hoof on the ground going. He's like, Rufus? It's looking up at me.
Okay. Just stay as still as you can. I'm coming.
Rufus goes as quietly as he can into the room.
Gotta roll for that.
Okay. We're gonna do finesse, and I'm going to use my inspiration. Have I already used that?
I don't think so.
Perfect. Inspiration, come on. It's a 4.
Okay, it's pretty solid. You are able to kind of tiptoe in there, and there's a moment where you hear a her, and you when your foot steps in like a small puddle of water that dungeons just always seem to have. But as it's turning to look at you, you hear a and you know that Timothy is just tapping the wall really loudly, and it turns back to him. You take another step, and it turns back to you, and then it turns back to Timothy. And the moment that Kiki and Adonis first step into the passageway, you guys hear, and like 40, 50 feet in front of you, you guys see Rufus in sneak mode.
Would they have seen Glassy and Stabitha first?
Yes. Stabitha is holding on to Glassy and like giving her like smelling salts or something.
Indy silently high fives them on their way out, on their way past, because she loves all of these little mole people.
Rufus, you eventually get to the end of the corner and see a warthog. This is just a big warthog.
I take out my blowgun and darts and syringes.
Okay.
And I have pre-filled them with sleep agent. Or could I flash back and say that I asked Kiki for some venom vial things?
Yeah, definitely.
1 or 2.
I mean, that would have been a flashback, so I don't know if you would that's not in your bag right now.
She has
We
to
have-
make them, so because of that, she's got a limited supply.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say 1.
Okay.
And Rufus is going to try and hit that warthog with this.
All right. Aim strong and true, young Rufus.
We're going to do finesse. What's the
Okay.
devil's bargain for this?
Devil's bargain. If you miss, you will hit Timothy.
Okay. Okay. Would it affect Timothy the same way?
It would affect his hole that he's stuck in.
Okay. All right. We're going to take it. 5.
5. You, as it's turning to look at Timothy, getting ready to charge the wall, you shoot it right in the butt. And go, "Arr!" That's the warthog noise it makes, because I totally know what warthogs sound like. As it turns around and it looks like it's going to charge you, and it takes one small step and just collapses.
Perfect. Rufus rushes over to the cauldron. Rufus can kind of commune with spirits, or no, not at all. Like, I mean, he has friends who have dealt with it, like Jules, the spirit warden.
You can try. You would have to roll an attune roll.
I don't have a tune at all.
Still
We're gonna
though.
try anyways, just for funsies. Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that.
So a 3.
That seems to be the whole party's
3.
MO right now.
This entire session is just
The
gonna
worst
be.
that I can do right now is just not understand them versus biting a snake.
It's true. This entire session is just gonna be a compilation of me just going,
I've already done it so many times.
I know. Oh god. You what do you say to try to get to talk to them?
Hey, spirit thingies. Hey.
They all are moving around, like the thing in the Scooby-Doo movie. Just all moving around as one spirit kind of pulls up and looks at you, and it's a little girl with pigtails. And she just looks up at you like,
Hey, do you know how I can get you out of here?
and she starts mouthing and talking to you, but you cannot hear what she's saying. So she's like,
Damn it, I don't know what you're saying. Okay. One word. Vin, you want a shot of something? You want cocaine? 2 words.
Oh my god, what did you do?
at this point, the other
That would have been heroin anyway, so like
I love Rufus though.
oh my god. At this point, the other small group starts coming in.
I've done it! Help me out
This do
here!
I see? Do
Help
I
me out
see
here,
him
guys!
asking her if she wanted cocaine?
You hear, yeah, you see him asking this. You walk up right into this, do you want cocaine, to this little girl ghost.
He like immediately fucking books it and like is about to hug her, realizes he can't touch her. He's like, "Are you okay?"
She's still in the cauldron, like the Scooby-Doo thing. Asmus, you can't fit in here.
Rufus looks at Adonis asking if they're okay. I'm like,
They're in a fucking cauldron! No, they're not okay! Help!
I-
Get out!
That guy Rufus?
Lightning hooks hurt someone, right?
Not always. Just the super powered one that they have.
He's gonna use a lightning hook and is gonna try to like coax her out.
All right, give me a roll for that.
When he's attuned. God, please.
Rufus also has an extra lightning hook. Can he help with that part?
Yeah, if you guys would like to do a group attune roll, you can do that.
Okay.
Sorry,
Whoever
I'm taking the stress from that because I have 6 stress.
I mean, I'll take the stress. That's fine.
don't you have? Okay, you guys both have a lot of stress. 4. Okay.
I have a 2.
Okay.
Not the worst.
Since you let it, you don't take any stress though.
Okay, perfect.
As Adonis got a 4. You both kind of hook it onto her, and this little girl grabs onto it, and you slowly yank her out, and you guys see the form of a small 11-year-old, I want to say, ghost with pigtails and wearing a sort of like a overall dress. Pulls out and she goes, "Hey."
He's like, Adonis is immediately down at her level. He's like, "Are you okay? What happened?"
Okay, so there was this big scary guy, and I was trying to braid Winsley's hair, and it didn't really work out because I can't touch Winsley, but his hair still looks really good because he braided it in himself. But then the whole storm happened, and we didn't know what the storm was, and then everyone started to disappear, and my doggy disappeared, so I tried to follow the doggy, and then the storm happened in the sky, and then we got all sucked up into a cauldron, and then we were all in the cauldron, and now he was gonna feed us to the demon.
Okay, 47. No,
Has Rufus heard any of this?
You hear storm, demon.
Okay.
Indy is surveying the area, just so you know. I'm saying this so you don't suddenly say, and then the thing pops out.
Okay, cool. I am gonna say, actually, she's out of the cauldron. You guys can hear the full conversation. That's fine. That makes sense.
Perfect.
Shall we get the rest of the spirits out from the cauldron then?
Yes.
Okay.
We can use the lightning hooks like again and again. It's not just like a one-time use, correct?
Correct, but there are a lot of ghosts in here. And you guys notice as you're
It'll
standing
take
there,
a
another one
while.
shoots through the wall.
Should we try and destroy the cauldron? Spirit, little girl, do you know if we destroy the cauldron, if that would destroy the spirits, or?
It should be fine if you like just push.
Tip it over.
Okay.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
So Rufus has demolition tools in his belt. Pocket, pack, whatever. He's going to use those. I am going to say tinker, even though, I mean, it's technically tinkering, but it's just like tinkering to the opposite effect.
I'll take it, yeah.
Perfect. Let's go, guys.
Indy is fanning everyone out that has weapons.
Okay. Okay, people with weapons all get fanned out into the room. You hear in the distance, Tarvel goes, "I can't see anything, but I'm here." What
That's
did
all
you
that matters, Tarvel.
What did you roll, Rufus?
3.
3, okay. You take your tools and you're kind of like, the cauldron is on a stand where it kind of wobbles, and you're trying to unlatch it since it's so heavy. And you start to latch it up when you guys hear thundering in the sky. The wall to the side of the dungeon collapses. You can see outside. Above you, you see a tear slowly forming in the sky as 2 of the spirits in the bowl go whoosh, 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 and fly out into the tear.
Tempest over the cauldron.
Tempest over the cauldron?
Try to like tip it over and get all the spirits out.
Yeah, go ahead and are you just gonna like use your strength to do it? Or what are you doing?
says that I can push myself. I guess he's just like using like the first thing that came to his mind was lightning. So just like shooting lightning through the opening in the dungeon. Efforts to like tip over the cauldron.
Did you already add the stress? Okay, good. I was so scared for a second for you.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So what are you doing with the lightning? Say it one more time.
Just summoning lightning from like the opening of the dungeon wall to the side of the cauldron in hopes that it'll tip it over.
Okay, yeah. You push yourself. Still make me a roll. You can use a tune for this if you'd like, just to see the effectiveness of it. Five? Okay. Panicked. A surge of lightning flashes out, and Rufus, you step back like just in time as the cauldron swings out, and a good chunk of spirits fall out. You would say there's only like 1/5 of them are left in the cauldron, as the cauldron swings back down, because it doesn't tip completely over. And as it swings back around, that other group all go shooting into the sky, going whoosh, 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 into the tear. The tear pulls back, and a deep, dark, black hand with claws reaches out through the tear. This hand grabs onto the clock tower as if it was this big.
It's a hollow.
Another hand reaches through, and it's trying to pull it open. And from the top of the clock tower, you hear yelling from a familiar voice saying, "Yes, yes, rise, pull through."
Can I see anything? We can see this?
You can see the tearing through, but you can't see anything on the clock tower.
Okay, but we can see the tear from down in the basement.
Yes.
Okay. Can I shoot in the tear?
Go for it.
What does it look like? What does it look like?
It looks
Is it like, does it look like a tear in time and space? Like Doctor Who-esque? But then we can see outside
Like
from the
Doctor Strange?
basement?
the basement wall has collapsed, which is why you can see outside.
Oh.
Yeah, the dungeon wall
That's
got
really...
collapsed.
Oh, see, I was thinking it was a tear in time and space and you could sink through it. And I was like, it's like a platformer. You shoot through it and it's just going to go out the other side, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'll shoot through it. But I can't see anything then up there.
No, you can see someone tearing through it. It's like a tear in fabric, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. I shoot it.
Okay, go for it.
See what happens. A 6.
Roll a 6. You give it a shot. You hear a ting! And then the voice goes, "Oh yes, Indigo Sylvasta. I see you now." Says your full name. He full names you.
Doesn't have a middle name.
Indigo Samantha Sylvasta. He says begrudgingly because he doesn't know your middle name.
Indy is just gonna yell into the back. Just like always, I knew it. You knew where we're all along. You knew where we are this time. But you're out there hiding. Like a little bitch.
Rufus yells out as a supplement, "We have your son!"
Or just, yeah!
Okay.
How about we don't tell the big evil guy our plans? Like our entire hand.
I'm just yelling at him.
I mean, we're standing right here. If he can see us, he can
That's
see him.
true. Well, he probably can see us because he knew what we were doing before every single time. Just like the ire.
Edwin kind of goes, I don't think he can see you. I think he's just being a dick. Are you guys rolling to intimidate him or
I
taking it to
am.
him? All right, if you guys would like to do it as a group action, you can.
I
Kiki!
am.
Kiki, you feel a tingling in that little skull of yours. Asmus, try to hold on to control, please.
You want me to roll for it?
Yeah. Did you get a 1? 2.
Yeah. Okay, we got this.
In front of the child.
Double 6.
I am adding another part to the clock for Grimlock Destroyed. And the clock of both Kiki and Asmus are full, but Asmus has turned into a keeping control as you rolled a double 6. So you rolled a critical. You're actually able to force your head into the room now, breaking through, and it gives more light because you bring it to a wall, so there's more light in the dungeon now. But Kiki.
Wait. Since snakes are like the same size as their head, he can slither in, right?
Yeah, he slid. Like that's what I mean. You slithered in.
Oh, okay, cool.
As you stare at the tear, the call comes to you again, and you feel your neck elongating, feathers forming. You start to change form, and the rest of you who start to see this think, this will be some big-ass peacock, right? When a...
No, actually.
when a velociraptor with feathers forms in front of you.
I love
that's
it.
sick.
No fucking thing, but I hate it.
I'm beyond, like, I'm not mad at all. That's so sick. But quick question for the Blade Keeper, because this is kind of important for Kiki.
Yes.
Does she have, like, any time between, like, the feeling of, like, the tingle and when she starts turning? Where she can, like, she knows it's gonna happen, but it hasn't quite started yet.
Yes, you do.
What about the amulet?
That just
It
helped
helped
move it
earlier.
back. Helped her.
These are my confessions.
Yep. Feeling that she is about to be gone. Yeah, she's gonna go up to Adonis. And basically, like, grab his face to pull him down because he's and she's just gonna look him dead in the eyes and be like, I'm sorry that I wasn't brave enough to tell you this sooner. But this is the last chance I have. And she's gonna kiss him. And as, like, the feathers start, like, growing on her arms and she, like, pulls back, she's just like, I love you. And then Velociraptor.
Honest is obviously gonna, like, motion for Stella to be behind him. Because, like, she's witnessing this. Oh god. Honestly, so they're gonna look up at her like this. Then is, like, hopefully Stella does not follow him. He's just gonna, like, take a small step toward Kiki. Like, just, like, keep taking small steps toward her until she does something.
You... Strange. The eyes on your body, the feathers, all open at once. You can see everything. Everything around you. and a portion of them focus forward as a tall figure is approaching you slowly. The arm outstretched. So easy for you right now. You snatch that arm off. But the pull inside of you, and I need you to roll me. Hold on. For this roll specifically, I don't think it could be insight. I think you have to roll resolve.
Okay.
For this.
Like the resolve as in like those 2 dots or something from resolve?
Something from resolve.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 that probably work best, I have no dots in, and I have a negative D right now.
Mm-hmm.
So would I have to roll 3 dice and take the lowest?
No, you just roll 2 and take the lowest. It doesn't affect it if you have none.
Okay. Okay. That's a 1.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, before you attack Adonis, could Asmus see that she was shifting and start trying to get in between them?
I would say you see she focuses on his arm as he's trying to calm her down, and you see her eyes are trying to decide something, and it's when they set and her pupils dilate that you can try.
Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah. Yep. You... Was that your inspiration die?
No, that was my, this is my intimate person die.
I guess you do have an intimate relationship with her. So 4 was your highest?
Yep.
You slither in and you're able to get Adonis out of the way. But Kiki latches onto you and you kind of slide up, and the only way to go is to take her out of the dungeon, like through that hole that was created. You start leading her out, and you two fucking fight. There is a giant snake velociraptor fight happening out in the courtyard. I need both of you to roll me for the fight to see how you do against each other.
Okay.
That's a 6 and a 4.
That's a 3.
What did you roll, Kiki?
I did I did like skirmish, but I took the lower of the 2.
You could have done prowl, if I'm honest here. This is the close combat thing. Yeah, go ahead.
A 4.
Okay. Kiki, there's this huge figure in front of you that is stopping you from getting to the prey in your mind. It latches up and bites at, and you bite it right in the neck, and it wraps its tail around your middle and basically body slams you over, which you can feel in your rib a little bit, but it feels different. You don't feel in as much pain as you did before. It's like this form has made you stronger. But you're being gummed by a giant snake.
I had to say it as I took a sip.
I noticed as you're doing it. The snake goes on and basically just gums onto you and is like, I'm not hurting you. I'm not hurting you. Very much in the, why are you touching me? I'm not touching you. Like, full of gums.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
You're
It annoyed the fuck out of me.
You're latched on, not noticing the terror from above. The others down below are watching the fight happen. Like, basically just like, what the fuck? I did not expect to see a giant snake and a velociraptor fighting each other today. Also, they are our friends. Winsley is sweating. He thinks this is hot as fuck. What are you guys doing?
Oh,
2 coin that that Asmus wins, Rufus.
Well, you already owe me 5 coin for Edwin, so
Shut up. No, I don't.
that's a joke. I remember now. So she's alive. She's right here.
Hmm?
But
We still haven't verified that, so.
What?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm totally Team Kiki. Yeah.
Okay.
2 coin.
I mean,
But-
based right now, Asmus looks like he's winning, so.
Yeah, but
Asmus.
okay, but we haven't verified it.
And then just Cyrus is doing his evil shit in the
Yeah.
background. It's like big old black hole of like ghosts. and shit.
Can I flash back to having given out to the Leviathan Hunter some sort of like signal reader thing that I could have signaled them?
You could have like a flare gun or something that could be that you could shoot into the sky.
I'll
But-
use it. I'll do it. So at this point, now that like walls have been broken from the dungeon and everything like that, I use said flare gun to I mean, I'm sure the Leviathan hunters see this hand coming out, or like these big hands or whatever that's now grasping the clock tower, so I signal that they need to harpoon gun this shit.
Wait, what happened with the intimidation of
I'll
Cyrus?
let you know in a second. What did you roll for
Oh,
that?
okay, cool. A 6?
Alright, cool. The Leviathan hunters are getting into position. You hear a and you notice a zip line, and notice that Cyrus has zip line down to you, and you're like, wow, he finally got to use that zip line. That he talked
Just
about
the
all those months ago. And he
stupid
is
slip line.
he walks down past Kiki and Asmus, who are very distracted fighting. Walks like literally right past them over to where you guys are. It just stands staring down at you from the platform, because you guys are down in the dungeon, and his arms are crossed, and then behind him you see like dripping through. He's just sitting there like I've got 2 coins on the snake, actually.
So,
I have a very stupid idea.
I don't take all your money.
So, Adonison's be like, money on the snake, right?
Yeah.
You want to shake on it? Roll sway.
Roll me a sway. You're doing this.
My money is on. What?
You're doing this from a desperate position. I want you to know that.
Does that mean?
It doesn't
Does
mean
that
anything.
affect how
it
I
a-
roll?
No, it just affects the outcome.
Okay. What would a devil's bargain look like if I took one for this?
If he agrees to it, he's gonna break your hand.
Fine, because I have an idea for it.
Okay. 6? Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go do what you're gonna do first, and I'll tell you what he does.
I have to wait for him to shake my hand for it.
Okay. I think you guys have to get out of the dungeon first, because I don't think he's gonna step into the dungeon. So if you
He's chill with getting out of the dungeon.
okay, you guys step into the courtyard. Cool. And he'll shake your hand, yeah.
A flashback, I had some of the vampire squid blood on my hand.
Okay.
I had a glove on, and then the vampire squid blood, and I shake his hand. Onto his hand.
Okay. Alright. Whoa.
nice.
If you use your inspiration, you can have it again. And if you didn't,
Yes.
stacks up to 2.
That was my
I use
plan,
it.
was a bullet with the vampire, the squid blood in it.
Are you all in the courtyard, or is other people just chilling in the dungeon still?
Did we just teleport out?
You can walk out. It's just like a little climb out thing.
Oh, dang, it'd be more fun. Honestly, I kind of like that. We're just betting and we're like, let's just climb out and just have a good talk, y'all.
All of the NPCs follow. You see while he goes to shake your hand, he's not paying attention. And he looks over into the eyes of Edwin, who is intimidated by his father, but is trying to stand strong. And when the hands touch, you see he goes, ooh, and his like whole body tingles. And feel his soul being vulnerable. His eyes flash a different color for a second, and they change from confident to fear. But you don't know if it was Lysander becoming fearful, or if it was Cyrus's fearful soul reaching through. When
Can Rufus sneak in and use a lightning hook, or would a lightning hook not work with this?
We have to wait for the spirit to come out of.
Yeah, and I have a plan for that too.
he pulls back from where his hand's been shaken, looks at his hand. Oh. Vampire squid, wow. Wow, you... I didn't expect that. Thought you guys were too stupid to know about that. Wow, that's a little, and he's like twitching a little bit. He goes, well, I guess, now is as good a time as any, because when am I gonna do it next time? And he coughs into his hand, and there is a crackle of lightning, and you see a head of hair in the face pushing through, and the hand is gonna go down and try to slam on you guys.
A hand from the body of Cyrus.
I think this is Lysander's spirit.
This is Zarius, the demon, with the
So
giant fucking hand.
So in the sky is coming down. Okay.
I'm going to make a...
Question.
Yes.
If reach above the amount of stress, I'm just like out and I can't act for some time.
That's true. Give me 1 quick second though before anyone acts. I'm gonna make a fortune roll or something. Oh my fucking god.
Good or bad?
Well, there were a couple situations that could happen here. So I rolled multiple die. The hand goes to slam down, and it's large enough that it could hit Adonis, Kiki, Asmus. It could hit the three of you, basically. I think it's Pinky could probably slap Rufus in the face, but it goes to slam down on you when a blue field seems to erupt above you. It's wispy, and Asmus, you look up and see the form of Sarah Dwin putting her hands like this, blocking it off. She looks back at you and blinks slowly and whispers in a voice that only you can hear. Love you, darling. Hope you aren't too heartbroken over this. Make sure to show your love and kindness. Take good care of Vesper, or I will come back and haunt you. Not in a good way. She glances down at the form of Kiki that you were holding firm. Says, I always knew you would end up together. And then blacks off the wall as the hand goes back up. And Kiki, Sarah Dwin's form disappears. More spirits start to gather around you. Vernon the Leviathan Hunter stands tall above Rufus. Stella stands above Adonis, standing. Even 6, Ulrich Lake and Chauncey appear Cedric and Avora, a couple that lost their lives in this school, and Cassandra, all stand flying above you guys. Their souls strong, protecting you, with a double 6 critical fortune roll.
It's our Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire moment.
I literally just put that in the chat. Like, literally.
Oh, really?
Literally just put that in the chat.
Like as you said it, the words popped up.
I forgot that happened.
That was incredible to watch and listen to.
I forgot that happened.
I'm playing with my dice, so I can't use my hands.
Cyrus
That's
doubles over.
Amazing.
He has coughed up during this time, and you look up and see him, and notice his eyes have changed fully. They are a different color. And there is a spirit that is ramming toward Edwin.
Flashback.
Flashback, go ahead.
Flashback. Well, or Indy got one of the ghost repelly things from Rufus. And that was her intention the whole time, was to put that on Edwin when he was to go for him, if that was it. And she turns it on.
Awesome. All right. So you put the protection thing on him.
Ghost field, you think?
Ghost field, yes. Words are so hard right now. The ghost field brooch.
Yes.
Take 1 stress for that.
Sure.
Do it. And it latches on while he goes to hit it, and he bounces off. Cyrus, the form of Cyrus, grasps on to Adonis from the floor. You hear him say, "You need to run!" But he's not looking at his son. He's looking at Indigo. Because the spirit turns and rams for her. And Indigo, I need you to make me a roll to avoid being possessed.
Can
Sure.
Rufus pull up one of the things that the sisters had given them? One of those shields?
You have it?
Yes.
Yeah, you can have it.
There was just I had the one, and so I guess that's the 2.
Yeah, they gave us 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull it out and use it.
How
To
well?
fill in.
How big is the shield though? Because if I was close enough to turn it on Edwin.
It can only fit 1 person.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So,
Yep, I use it for Indy.
does she have it on her? Would she have it on her is the thing.
I wouldn't have taken both.
But the same way that she used it for Edwin, can...
He had it latched onto him beforehand. It was the flashback that she used.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what I've been thinking the whole time. So I put one on him. It was the flashback that I had put one on him.
Can Rufus put it on her now as he, like, shoves into her face? Because he's standing right next to her, because they were talking about betting.
They were.
Let me take it.
You want to try?
I want to throw down with Daddy Blackmore.
All right.
I mean, unless it, I mean, Rufus is my mole buddy. If it works, but I'm down to also just fight Daddy Blackmore.
Whatever you guys want to do. If you'd like, I can roll a fortune roll to see if Rufus could activate it in time, because he's moving fast. I can do a fortune roll.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want 4, 5, 6. Rufus succeeds. 1, 2, 3. Rufus can't get there in time.
That's
Here we
fine.
go. Got the gay die.
Did I?
The 1.
All right. Rufus doesn't get there in time. He trips on Timothy.
All right. Indy, we can do this one of 2 ways.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to roll to... We could do like a head-to-head roll thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could have it go through, but you resist it. And that could be how you resist it. You have enough stress that even if you have only 3 stress, so.
Yeah. I want to try to keep him from possessing me, period.
Okay.
Doesn't Indigo also have the Spirit Bane charm?
I do.
Does that have any effect?
We'll see.
Yeah, it's just says it has interesting language on it. It just says prefer. They don't prefer.
They don't prefer it.
They don't prefer it.
Spirit Bane charms usually protect people against weaker spirits that you would see in a day-to-day life.
Oh.
That's why everyone has it on their sheet except for a Whisperer who has a Demon Bane charm. They're more likely to go against demons. All right.
I'm gonna roll Prowl because this is like close violence.
Okay. And I'm gonna roll against you for this since it's a head-to-head thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, did I use my inspiration yet?
I don't think you did.
I legit thought you were saying that you just rolled a 1, so...
That's what I thought too. I was like, holy shit.
No, 1. I'm gonna save it. That's a 6.
Damn. Nice.
She looks at him and says, bring it, daddy.
Oh my god.
Not even like that. She doesn't like him and she never did, so.
You feel it like there's a thick booger in your nostril as it goes in. And you kind of take a step back and hold your head a little bit and you're like, okay, this is nothing. As above you guys, you can see the creature reaching out more, and it's gonna reach down to try to push against the ghost again when a harpoon launches into its arm, and then another one into the other arm and through the bell tower, as it lets out a large, deep cry. Indy, you guys see Indy's eyes are like switching back and forth from like black to, what color are your eyes?
Purple.
Oh, okay.
That's why the twins were named what they were named.
Oh yeah. Her eyes are just like going like full black, purple, black, purple, black, purple, black, purple. As you see images in your brain of years and years of Lysander possessing his sons, killing their spouses and wives, and just taking over everything, and this deal that he's made almost 100 years ago as he tries to latch on to your soul. But you're too strong for this. Anyone he's done it to before has been rich people who live life with no wants or desires other than money and pleasure. But you have found more. And you are able to... You have found murder.
Kristen, no, I just was like, they were like, oh, and I was like, I mean, she found fun in murder, so.
You are able to spit him back out.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he's gonna make another go. Adonis, I think you wanted to do something.
Turning hook.
All right, give
Out
me a
the
roll.
bitch.
Give me a roll for it.
This is important. I'll use my
Also has a
inspiration.
spirit taser if that helps.
Oh yeah, the spirit taser.
Taser. So, yeah, I'll use my inspiration for this. Actually, no, I won't.
6. You hook on to him tight and he screams, and it's like he's pushing lightning out of his form back into your hook, and they're fighting against each other. You get a good look at his form now, the big fucking bushy mustache and the broad shoulders, and you're like, wow, that guy sucks. As Edwin himself runs over to his father and kneels down next to him to see if he's okay. Kiki and Asmus. You
Yes.
both feel a calling to you. The ripple in space has gotten all of the monstrous students in the academy jumping out of windows and trying to reach this rip. Make me a roll to resist that. I'll say, if you succeed, you might turn back to normal. 4, okay.
When you're saying resist, I'm making sure here because
So your stuff?
yeah. Are you talking like using like insight, prowess, resolve, or am I picking a specific skill?
You're picking a specific. This isn't just a resistance roll.
Okay. I will use a tune then. Am I still suffering my -1d? Because you said that I was feeling a bit better in this form.
No, you're not. Your broken rib has healed.
Bitchin'. Goodbye, broken rib. 6.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You guys look up at that, and as the rip goes, you both see the ghosts surrounding you and feel a strong pull as Kiki, you're wrapped in the giant snake, and you look up and you slowly shift back to normal. Complete normal for you. You are naked in a courtyard. And there is a giant snake still wrapped around you, strangling you for a little bit, and you're like, oh shit, and then the snake slowly forms back, and then there's just Asmus hugging onto you.
Also naked?
Also naked. In the
Hell
courtyard.
yeah.
The first one to spot you is Winsley, who has picked his coat off and has thrown it at both of you. He's just like, holy shit, and he's feeling a lot of feelings right now.
As was gonna look up and say thank you, and then smile, and then there's like 2 holes where his teeth used to be.
Asmus, in your transformation back, you can feel you didn't transform all the way back to normal. You've got scales reaching around the side of your stomach now, and you know that those fangs will actually grow back in to fangs that you will now have. You've got him wrapped around in the lightning hook. Harpoon guns are happening. You see some of the ghosts that are holding on. One of them gets sucked into the field, eaten. And you watch Cassandra taken away. It looks like the other ghosts won't be able to hold on for long, and if they do, they're gonna get devoured.
Alphys is gonna look up at the demon because he can talk to demons and stuff, and he's just gonna like start yelling at him to go back and that no one wants him here. That he can't have the ghosts.
Oh my
Sit with us.
This is the it. This is how they wanted it. They bullied him to death.
That's true.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me to convince this guy.
Cool. Crunchy. I used my inspiration and I got a 6.
Okay. You tell me what you say to this guy.
She's like, we got your. What is it? We got your master. Now go back.
I thought you were gonna say we got your man, and I was gonna be like,
we got your man. Go back. He's not gonna see you no more.
is that what you say? What are you saying to him? We got your man, go back. Okay. You see the long hair in front of this guy's face slowly shifts over, and you can see gray, dead skin pulled back. And its mouth opens up, and it starts sucking in. And some of the other ghosts start getting pulled. It's at this moment, the little girl ghost, her legs get pulled up and she's holding on to the others, trying to hold on, not to get pulled in.
Can Asmus grab their hand and help them?
Can you touch ghosts?
I could maybe interact with ghosts.
Adonis is gonna like try his. He like throw. Can I pull? Okay.
I want to say real
Is it
quick.
possible?
You notice on Cyrus, that he has a peculiar lightning hook on him and a peculiar spirit mask on him.
I'm fucking taking it and like
Oh.
letting go with the first lightning hook and throwing it. This is really hard to explain. Pretty much, he probably cannot throw 2 lightning hooks at the same time, so he's going to throw the one to Sander, the one that was on Cyrus. The other one, I guess, to Rufus, because he's the only one that like Adonis has seen be proficient with a lightning hook, and it's like, catch her, like pointing to Stella and like telling him to catch Stella as he's concentrating on catching Lysander.
Rufus throws the lightning hook towards Stella.
All right. Good luck.
God.
Can I use finesse?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Right, okay.
You still have inspiration?
Yes. But if I use, so with finesse, I have 3 dots, so I already rolled 3 dice. If I use inspiration,
You get a, yeah, if you use inspiration, you get a 4th.
Okay.
What did you roll, Rufus?
I'm gonna push myself to give myself an extra dice. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll allow it. What's your current stress?
Okay.
That will
How many stress is that?
That will traumatize you.
Yeah, well, you know, this is a traumatizing situation.
Okay.
is there any way to divide it so we each take 1 stress? I'm assuming not.
Unfortunately, no.
That's fine. I'll take the trauma, but I got a 5, so I'll take that trauma.
Okay.
Got double 5s.
5s. Okay. You both toss the hook to each other. Adonis, you latch on with that hook around Lysander and it grips him tight. He cries out and his skin pulls taut as it looks like he's being strangled. Rufus, you grab on and latch it just as she lets go and starts getting sucked in by this huge fucking face. The lightning hook grasps around her middle and you see white, bottomless eyes staring at you. Skin of death and decay. Everything that you fear feels real suddenly. But you have to hold on to her, because you said that you would. And you pull her back in till she's beneath the field. But you feel as if a piece of you is being sucked away instead. As he latches back up and you fall to the ground on your knees.
Which trauma is that? Cold or?
Either haunted or paranoid.
Cool.
For haunted, I'll go ahead and say what it does just to you. Haunted, you're often lost in reverie, revealing past horrors and seeing things. That's what happens to Rufus. You're out of commission for a short period of time.
I feel so bad.
Stella is safe and she's pulled down. And once she's been released, for the first time in a long time, Jeffrey, you feel tiny arms wrapping around your neck and feel, holding on to you from behind. Power of the ghost field has given her more power. She can touch you.
still like focusing on Lysander, and like he like eyes on Lysander, completely focused on trying to kill this ghost. His eyes are like filling with tears, and he puts like one hand on top of hers.
So cute. Holding on. You're pulling tight. I'm gonna roll for Lysander real quick. Okay. This man looks down and he seems to be enraged and not like he's understanding his own position. He's looking down at Edwin, crying out, "You don't deserve the Blackmore name. How could you take it when you're not one of us?" Looking, and then looks over at Indigo and says, "You don't deserve my blood." And as he pulls back and the lightning hook pulls taut on him, his skin goes flesh against bone that is not there. White and bright light shoots from behind his eyes, and the lightning hook pulls him taut until nothing is left, as a shower of sparks forms out. You stand in the courtyard of Grimlock Academy, hearing a deep chuckle come from above you. You guys look to see Rufus collapsed on the ground as as the claws latch onto the ground, and you can see it trying to pull itself completely out of the barrier where it is stuck. As it's pulling down on you guys, harpoons and nets are launching at it, electrocuting it, pulling it, and it looks weakened, but like it still needs more to either be eliminated or sent back.
Asmus is going to get his gun, get a vial of the blood, and then he's going to shoot it.
Of the squid blood?
Squid blood.
Okay. That is the last vial of squid blood that you have.
Mhm.
I trust you. I say, as the GM. Good luck. Go ahead. Tell me what you're rolling before you roll it.
I only have prowl.
But does that make sense, though?
Ambush with close my back, so there's
You want to throw it to Indy and be like, shoot it.
Yeah. And he's a sharpshooter. Hell yeah.
Just for logic's sake.
Yeah, for logic's sake, he will do that. Like,
Okay.
naked Asmus, just take it.
Well, and I also had a question.
Hmm?
Would Indy know if electroplasmic ammunition would work on this?
You don't know for sure, but you think that it would be better than regular ammunition.
Cool. So she's gonna load up 2 shots.
Okay.
And shoot one then the other.
You...
With one pistol than the other.
Okay. Are you using your pistol and not your rifle?
Yeah. How far away is it though?
It's pretty far away.
Okay, then just the one with the rifle.
It's far enough away that it would be considered unnatural to hit it at this position. If only someone had an ability that would let them hit stuff that's super far away.
I just was gonna do 2 for the sake of being cool.
No, I got you.
Not necessarily for the sake of practicality.
That's valid. Okay, we'll do the one at long range with electroplasmic ammunition, and you've got the squid blood in it?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a shot. Where are you aiming at it? Where are you aiming on it?
Up its butt.
Okay, its butt is in another dimension still.
Right in the... You shoot to kill. Right in the middle of the head.
Nice. I thought you were going to say right
wherever
in the crack.
Or wherever you'd kill a demon. I don't know if it's the heart or the head or...
Pretty good.
In between the thighs.
2 hearts between the thighs. That's a 6.
You
Pew.
stand with your legs on either side of Rufus. Lock up.
Why am I teabagging Rufus?
You're protecting him because you're friends.
Oh.
You're like, so that he doesn't get hurt. You load up
take a shot right between the eyes. And you see it blast back as there's like a shock that runs through it, and you see a big old hole through its forehead. Goes and the sound that it makes, and then its body
Good noise.
looks like it's trying to retract when you see that the electric on it is wearing down its skin. It seems that the squid blood, if this were a video game, has eliminated its shields.
Okay. Indy's
Rufus.
gonna drop that one. Oh, sorry, you go.
I was gonna say,
Where's my inspiration?
Rufus, you
I said that earlier.
everyone has inspiration. Rufus, you watch it take back, and you feel that you can feel something gripping you with fear. That as long as Indigo is here, everything's gonna be fine.
Got you, mole man.
What's everybody doing?
Me and mole man.
What Donna's doing. I mean, not to be a buzzkill, but Kiki's wrapped up in Winsley's coat.
No, I was
he's
that.
like curled up in a ball, just like trying not to look at the thing and also sobbing.
Like he's honestly like with like Stella still hanging on him. He's going to go over to Kiki and Asmus and just make sure they're okay.
Is Rufus up at this time?
Rufus is up. You're good.
Okay, I'm going to just
Crawl out from under Indy.
On you crawl.
Well, I'm going to turn on the electric baton that I have from one of the other scores and just throw it at Demon Boy.
Yeah.
See if that electrocutes him.
All right.
You
Roll me for
shall
it.
not pass. Good job.
Behind you guys, Glassy, Stabatha, Tarvel, Winsley, Rowan are all like pulling out weapons.
Oh,
Yes.
Indy. That's what I was gonna say. Is Indy was throwing her guns to Remy
Oh.
so that he could shoot with her electroplasmic ammo as well,
Yes.
and then reloading a shot.
What'd you get, Rufus?
That's 6.
Ooh. You toss that baton in the hole in its forehead that Indy made. It goes
One after the other.
bloop, and it goes in the forehead. And your group of NPCs and Indigo all just lead like a barrage of gunfire at this thing. As it's being shocked. And you see half of its body, its torso half is out. And there's a big shock as its torso splits in half and starts to disintegrate on the back front. And Indy reloads. It gets one final shot in its head.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
I was just thinking, and then Ichigo Kurosaki jumps out and slices it down the middle.
But you know what does happen? Gerald shows up with a big sword. And Gerald is like, I'm ready to fight. And then it disappears. And he's like, oh shit. And it falls in. The gap in space, the tear in the sky, is still pretty big. And the spirits around you of your dead friends, family, disperse a little bit and fly up and just slowly pull it back together. Start pulling it. Stella tried to help, but she's too weak, so she's standing there like a foreman going, uh-huh, now that way.
I love her so much. This is gonna go over, and I'm assuming that he kind of has Winsley's coat, so he's gonna give Asmus like his little half shawl thing that he wears.
Aww. He's gonna definitely put it on and just be like, I'm cold.
I would assume so. You guys
Rufus
okay?
looks at Indy, and Rufus is just like, okay, so technically no one won from that bet, but you're still owe me 5 coin for Edwin.
Fine. You're just gonna waste it at the goats anyway.
I mean, probably, but still.
Yeah.
Pessimus looks up at Adonis. I'm glad I didn't eat you guys.
I'm glad you didn't eat us. I thought I was gonna eat you.
It's okay. You bit my neck. It's all good.
I'm sorry. Okay. He like is up and he like cups like both of their faces and he was like, "We're amazing."
Okay.
Adams is gonna turn bright red. He's like, pray? What's pray?
Great.
Why are y'all naked?
And
He's
we
like, I know he's praising them and they're
You
naked.
can't just ask that.
get to everyone while they're naked.
Just ask people why they're naked.
And with that, we zoom out on the broken wreckage of Grimlock Academy. Many students in the courtyard, coming back from their Chichirosi forms to their humanoid figures, as the group of you and your new friends and the family floating down to you all stand around two of you very naked and like comforting each other as you hold on to each other and look forward to a hopefully bright future of rebuilding the damage done. And the camera zooms out on a dangerous, dark, destructive city that stands another day because of you. So we say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
That's what we say.
That's what we say. So we say goodbye. Thank you for this fun season of Blades in the Dark. I never knew we'd be able to do it. It was so much fun. People got traumatized. People got hurt. People got killed. Everything I wanted in life, but in a game. So,
But the trauma, the hurt is all real.
it's all real. Keep an eye out on the Portent Kast for everything coming up in season 2 of our main series. Who knows what that's gonna be? We do. We know what that's gonna be. And you'll see some more side projects from us in the future. Bye.